How's it going, people? How is it going? Happy Tuesday, one of my favorite nights to stream. Hope everyone's had a wonderful start to the week. Looking forward to getting into it tonight. Uh, yeah, shout out to all of you. I want to give a special thanks to the community as well. As always, I just want to remind everyone, old and new, that comes here, that really appreciate the fact that you guys pitch up and that you spend time listening to me waffle. I really, really appreciate it, and I will never forget it. Hope everyone's, like I said, hope everyone's having a wonderful Tuesday. How you doing, Chowdhury? What's good, man? You have the honor of being first today. How you doing, sir? I assume it's very early in the morning for you, so extra special shout out to you. How you doing, Wesley? What's good, man? Shama, what's good, bro? How you doing, Rays? What's good, man? Hope you're having a good day as well. It was nice taking a little bit of a day off yesterday, but I was very, very tempted to jump on. It was just such a long day. Got back from work really late and just thought, screw it. I'll let things bubble for a little bit and then pop back on and have a chat. Imagine it, like in the stream. Exactly. Imagine doing that. It would be amazing. I don't even know what it does, to be honest. It's just something that everyone says. How you doing, Tone K, man? How was the celebration? Hope it went down really well. Hope your family's well. Yeah, let's get into it tonight, man. Obviously, did Shepe Mariscal die? I swear I heard Elwani say that. He's supposed to what? God, I hope not. That guy's a savage. And even though I'm no longer gambling because of the cheating that's been going on with the UFC and all the bloody dodgy betting stuff lately, if I was going to bet, Shepe Mariscal would have been one guy that I would have, especially the odds that he was floating around at. But he evens on Shepe Mariscal. Are you sick? You sound different. Got a chode in your throat? Nah, not right now. I don't. That was the wrong way of answering it. Just murdered the gym with my cousin and introduced him to the baddest woman there. You can always tell by how good somebody is, by how good of a wingman they are. Especially when you could have potentially tapped that yourself. So shout out to you, sir. How you doing, Kerry? What's good, man? Shout out to Rob's neighbor. Great channel, by the way. I know I keep saying it, but I'm engaging more and more with your stuff lately. I mean, I'm kind of watching in the background. But shout out to you, man. I got to get on with those boys one day. I'm sick as hell. I called off work. What's going on, man? Is it a cold thing or is it a bad bitch type situation? How you doing, Jock? What's good, brother? Subscribe to Jock's channel as well. We need to get Jock up and running proper solid dude. Good to have you here as well, man. Hope you're having a good week. Travis Pedro, you legend, another one who keeps turning up. I gotta say, man, this week should be fun because this is actually a card that is worth talking about. And we have to get fully behind our boy, Jack Della Maddalena, this week. I'm interested to see how the poll goes. What's good, boys? Nacho, you legend, man. Really appreciate having you here as well. To be fair, Dougie and I kind of trade sloppy seconds quite a bit, so this is a very natural and normal way to behave. Yeah, nice one, Shama. I hope you get well as well, Tone. Jesus, man. Yeah, hope you're feeling better soon. Who have you got for the Leon Edwards fight? I've got Carlos Prates, man. I used to love Leon Edwards. I was talking about this with Brutally earlier on. We were messaging back and forth. I still don't forgive him for the Bilal Muhammad thing. But outside of that, I think he's washed. He's talking about standing and banging with Prates, which is to me a very, very dumb idea. I'm hopeful that Leon Edwards is gaslighting and that he's actually going to employ some kind of wrestling game, because if not, he's going to have a problem. You are looking great today. I think it's just the lighting, man. I've had 2 shitty days at work. I love my job, but it's been a rough couple days. But I feel pretty decent. I had a little nap on the way home. Shout out to power naps, man. But I appreciate that, Travis. I need the compliments because I don't get them very often. Frankie, I'm doing a charity Monopoly stream around Christmas time on my channel. I've got Dougie and Musical on it. Would you be interested in joining? Abso-fucking-lutely. I am goated at Monopoly. Actually, I've never played Monopoly before. I would love to do that. It would be amazing. Count me in, bro. Count me to fucking... Do you think it's yours and Dougie's blatant zestiness that we fall in love with? I think it makes us all feel better about how zesty we all really are in secret. And you can come here and share those feelings with a community that accepts you. The zestiest community in the game. What's good? Leon said he's probably going to sub Prates. Let's go for that. That's not going to happen. But I do think he should employ a wrestling game because Leon Edwards' wrestling is actually somewhat decent. Jock, of course I'm in, bro. I enjoyed our chat. You seem like a really solid bloke. I'm down for the cause, 100%. Anything for charity as well. But it could just be fun. How you doing, Fug Life? What's good, man? Happy to have you here. Did you change something with your daily eating routine which makes you look younger in looks? I don't eat much processed food anymore, man. I make everything from scratch. I try to, or I'll get somebody else to make something something from scratch for me. I'm not doing that shit. Yeah, it's just about making better choices the older you get. You know, we all know what's bad for us. Salt is not particularly good for us. Sugar isn't great for us. Processed foods. Don't drink too much alcohol. And get down with the ladies. And drink a lot of water. And avoid the sunshine. I could go on all day. What's up, my favorite Irish bastard? My favorite Swiss Lebanese bastard. How you doing, Batman? What's good, my bro? How you doing, Antec? The original Antec has returned. How you doing, bro? Prates knocks out bum Jeff Neal, and all of a sudden he's going to beat Leon. Doesn't make sense. I don't think that's the issue that we're facing here. I think the issue that we're facing here is Leon Edwards and how soy he's become. I saw him in that fight live with Bilal Muhammad, and it was one of the worst experiences of my life. First proper time at a UFC numbered card, and he let that bent nosed, ugly bastard raise a belt on British fucking soil of all places, and then parade the belt around like a little cunt all around the streets of Manchester, and we can never forgive him with that. If you've got an Xbox or PlayStation with Game Pass, then it's free to play. What's free to play? Frankie only eats franks and beans with a side of mushy peas plus a cuppa. I've never done any of those things. I'm not even a big fan of mushy peas. I've got to do some stuff. I will have the stream on in the background. You're truly Shama. Shama, shout out to you, bro. You've got a mod ship coming your way very soon, sir. Let me know when you're doing that, Jock. I'd like to watch. We're all going to be down. Hang on a second. See you later, baby. You need a kiss and a hug. Good night. Okay, give me a kiss. You can close the camera. The camera's still on, but you can't be seen. Give me a kiss. I love you. Hug. Hug. Okay. I love you. Good night. Good night, baby. Take care. Frankie, when women rate each other, it's called confidence. When men rate each other, it's called gay. What the fuck does this mean? It's called hating, bro. It's absolute hating. Frankie's meal sounds like a death sentence. I'm not getting behind this meal. I'm not advocating for this shit. All right. Monopoly is free to play on Xbox or PlayStation. Oh, Monopoly. Oh, we're doing it on, of course. I'm very dumb. I'm down. I've got both systems. I'll download Monopoly. I'm absolutely down. Frankie, you got that Batman chair. Absolutely. And I got it before it was in fashion, mate. I jumped on the Secret Base website. Shout out to those guys. This chair has done me solid for a number of years. And of course I picked the Batman chair because your boy's Batman. I stopped eating energy drinks for a while. That was probably the problem. You should have been drinking them. But truthfully, I've never fucked with energy drinks as well. They seem like, again, a problem. If you wanna run a healthy life, you shouldn't be fucking with stuff like energy drinks. To be perfectly honest. Leon Whaley and Jack Parley is paying at 17. That is a real nice. I mean, I can understand why you might float in that direction. The chances of all three of them winning, though, I'm not 100% confident behind that. I don't trust Leon Edwards in that. The Whaley fight, I was expecting Valentina to be a bit more of a favorite, but Whaley's my favorite female fighter of all time. So I'm going to be rooting for her, but this is where she enters the GOAT conversation or not. And I'm worried she might fall at the final hurdle. I hate energy drinks. They taste like shit, and they can't do anything good for your body. They just can't. People forget, man, Frankie is the Robin of the UK. hurts. They don't give energy when I want to fuck. Anyone who's popping off an energy can before they get busy has some serious problems. Do you believe that ghosts exist? Well, Fug Life, I'll be real, yeah. I'm skeptical. And I'm skeptical in the sense of I've never seen a ghost. I've never interacted with a ghost. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm a seeing is believing type person. However, I don't rule out anything until all the facts are in. I'll put it this way. I'm feeling a crafty Leon masterclass incoming. He basically needs one. This is his last chance. He's never going to be a champion again. Let's keep it real. The UFC doesn't want him in a title fight. Leon's going to basically have to go on a barnstorming win run because there are so many people ahead of him. And in his last 3 fights, he's been absolutely fucked in the ass. Stealing from the rich and keeping that money for himself is very Robin Hood-like. Have I done that? Whaley is your favorite female fighter of all time. I wonder why. She's made me a lot of money, and I think she's kind of cute. People disagree with me on that one, but Whaley would get a few sticks. I would. Anyone else disagree with that? Who are your top 3 welterweight goats? I actually made a video about this a while ago on my channel. I've got GSP, obviously, Matt Hughes, and I'd probably go with Kamaru. I would have said Leon, but I think at the time I did put Leon third. I've got to go Kamaru. Kamaru's a savage. I'm 22 and I'm still single. Congratulations, bruv. I didn't go into any relationship because I'm feeling I don't have much maturity. That's very self-reflective of you. Unfortunately, the thing is you've got to fuck up a few times in a relationship to gain that maturity. So the longer you leave it, the longer you might need to take advantage of. But it sounds like you've got a good attitude to the game. So get yourself a woman, mate. I'm fumbling all over my words tonight. I've heard too many ghost stories to not believe. I mean, it just means that there's more liars, really. I need some proof, bro. Would you get head from a ghost? Yes, I would. A female ghost, just to be clear, before those people start turning up. Frankie, I believe women are cum buckets. The only woman I ever liked was my mother because she gave birth to me. That's beautiful. That is really beautiful. Better question, Nacho. Could you even feel it? You still would, though, wouldn't you? You still would. I think they could create like an air suction Western and you'd be able to... Wow, we were really taking this line of conversation seriously. Would you let Zhang toss you around like she did Francis Magumbo? Yes, I would. Then I'd fall into a triangle choke, try and eat my way out. You know what I mean? Frankie, why do people say that they'll fuck my mother? She's 50 with dementia and drink vodka all day. Everyone needs some love, man. Will JDM enter the list if he wins? Enter the GOAT list. That's the fucked up thing about this fight. If JDM wins, you're going to have Islam Makhachev fans saying, well, he's not a welterweight, blah, 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 which obviously he is. He's always been a welterweight, like killing himself to get down to lightweight. But I think because he's only had the title recently, he'd be on the pound for pound list, top 5 for sure. He might even get pushed up to the top 3 when he beats Makhachev. But for Makhachev beating him, because he's going up a weight class, he's got a better CV behind him somewhat. The stakes are a bit different for both of them. This chat makes me feel free. That's what we need. That's all I want from this community. Just be your disgusting selves, within reason, of course. You know? Khabib looks like a fucking heavyweight, bro. He looks like he's living well. And fair play to him, yeah, he deserves it. He fully deserves it. I want to find a woman who will have more maturity than me, who will understand my mentality and can guide me, and can also end relationships in good terms. I'm sorry to play spoiler here. Relationships very rarely end on good terms, regardless of who incites it. There's a famous saying that goes that has to do with women being scorned. Once they feel like they've been wronged, it doesn't matter if they were wronged or not. You're in for some shit, mate. No pussy mods banning everything because there's little feelings. Their little feelings were hurt. I don't think they're really like that. My mods are generally quite chilled. Generally, I think. I mean, I assume. Is BJ Penn the only other lightweight to try and win the welterweight strap? He's all. I think that's correct. I think that's actually right. Can anyone verify that Shep Mariscal died? Please tell me this isn't true. Please tell me this isn't true. Say it ain't so. Let's check this out. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything pop up, but you never know. I don't know if the last message went through. Thanks for bringing me in, Wester Crystal. Shout out to you, man. Always happy to have Crystal here. One of the oldest OGs up around here. Appreciate having you here, Crystal. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And I'm hoping that Shepe Mariscal is still very much alive. That would definitely take the jam out of my donut. Did you see Ali Abdullah Sleeze choking Aiden Ross out cold while he was tapping? I actually kind of find Aiden Ross quite funny. So, I mean, I'm not a huge fan or anything, but where is Super Shotgun with the news? That's what we need. We need shotgun verification on this one. Aisha was 6. How you doing, Brandon Chills? Can you give me more context to this, please? Because that's worrying. Frankie, I have been sad about other things, but I've never been sad about my face because I'm fucking majestic. I'm glad that you always remind us about that on stream. It's important that we get some Batman glaze going in the chat. I don't understand why people hate cheating. Your interest can change anytime. I've learned that you can never be butthurt about somebody cheating on you. Just like put it down as, oh well, she wasn't the one for me, and move the fuck on. Everyone pretty much does cheat at some point in their lives at something or another. So just don't be so fucking sensitive about it. I'm back. That is Batman. That is Batman. Can somebody kick out Brandon Shields, please? He's clearly on a mad one today. Weston blew on a dog whistle and I came running. Whoever timed me out a while back, it should tell you who it is. Are you going to be watching Eubank versus Ben 2? Mate, I'm going to be watching that with bells on, mate. If I have to have 2 screens going, the first fight, while not the most skilled in the world, was an absolute banger. I was old enough to remember when their fathers both fought. And I'm a big Chris Eubank Sr. fan. He's a weird little cunt, but I love him. And I'm all in for this fight. I don't care what's going on at 3-2-2 or whatever the fuck we've got going on this weekend. I will be focusing on that fight for some portion of the evening. Me and Shotgun are the only 2 boxing fans, and I started as a boxing fan before I was an MMA fan, way before. I grew up on boxing. Love the shit out of it. We don't like being cheated on because it feels like losing, and who likes losing? The thing is, I don't even agree with that. You can be a gentleman, you can be dicking down a girl in the best way imaginable. And things can still go pear-shaped. You know, one poor decision and a one weak moment, and she's got another dick in her mouth. It is what it is. It doesn't. It only shows to other mods. Well, I'm sorry that happened to you, man. All I'm saying is I'm glad you're back here now. Eubank versus Ben 1 back in 1990 was generational. Hell of a fight. The second fight was a barn burner as well. Relationships should be treated like a business, like any football player deals with a football club. That's an interesting take. Can you give me more on that one before I pick it apart? Hey, Frankie, recently noticed my newly acquired subsidiary channel name, Milestola TM by Douglas, has been previously banned from your channel. Is there a possible resolution to uplist this ban? I am not aware of this. I will remove the ban at the end of this stream. Top 5 boxers of all time. This is I mean, on my personal, it's more of a personal thing. I don't think these are the top 5 boxers of all time, just who I enjoyed watching. I'd have Alexander Usyk in my top 5. I'd have Floyd Mayweather in my top 5. I'd have Prince Naseem Hamed in my top 5. Lomachenko is somebody I'd have in my top 5. Just people I enjoy watching. And I'd go with Duran. Duran was somebody he was tough as nails, who I just really enjoyed, such a technical, slick boxer. And I'm probably forgetting a whole load of people. I could probably make a top 20 and they're all interchangeable. I will do, brother. Apologies about that. I'll look it up and make sure that it's unbanned. I'll remember the name as well. They should hire BJ Penn as a commentator. I'm not sure he can still articulate sentences. Not that he ever really could. Same, I was a boxing fan before UFC. Yeah, the thing is though, when I say I was a boxing fan, I'd mostly watch like main events because the cards usually suck. But I was still a really big boxing fan. This community is amazing. Everyone has freedom to express themselves and show their different perspectives. That's all we want here. Obviously, when people come in and start acting like bellends, they've got to go. When they're deliberately trying to just argue, not argue, argue's the wrong word. If they're deliberately trying to be cunty, then they've got to go. But outside of that, just be you and say what you've got to say. I want people to be very happy stating whatever opinions they've got, you know. Foreman, Tyson, Usyk, Pac-Man's a great one. Manny Pacquiao does not get enough credit. I mean, he was like an 8-division world champion, still looking like a beast at like 50 years old. And obviously the being a torchbearer for his nation of the Philippines as well. So much pressure on his shoulders every time he went in there. Tough as nails. The only thing is he destroyed my boy Hatton, which always left a sour taste in my mouth, because if you guys don't know who Ricky Hatton is, fucking love that gentleman. Obviously passed away recently, but yeah, Manny Pacquiao is unbe-fucking-lievable. To go up from where he did and to compete at every weight class he was in. Floyd fight came a little bit late. Sugar Ray Robertson is in my list as well. If we're talking about the best boxers, he's in my top 3, hands down. Pac-Man nearly won at like 46 and got robbed. Pacquiao's record is very deceiving. He got robbed so many fucking times. I told my future women that. Don't think about the time made, the moment, and try to end in a good time. No need. The thing is, women will glaze your balls off when a relationship begins. I've been told all kind of things by women. You want to go out with your friends, go out, have a good time. You know, I'm not that kind of woman. I've heard all the bullshit. It all ends up the same in the end. Yeah, Shotty, can we get confirmation about the Shepe Mariscal situation? Because if he's dead, this is going to be a real awful stream. Oh, Gotti was fucking amazing as well. What a fighter. Roy Jones Jr. was amazing. Do you know who doesn't get their flowers? And I said this on the last stream. Joe Calzaghe never gets his flowers. Joe Calzaghe finished his career undefeated, and he pretty much fought everyone. And just as I said it, my boy Antek brings it up. Salvador Sanchez and Edwin Valero are also underrated. I'm not aware of those two, to be perfectly honest. Damn. I suddenly feel nothing like Betty turning up to make you feel like a casual. I haven't heard anything about Shepe Mariscal, but Godfrede Pepe died in prison. He was a Can who used to fight in the UFC. Shout out to him and his family. Can or not, everyone deserves their respect. I've never seen someone throw punches as viciously as Gotti. Yeah, he was a nasty son of a bitch. Edwin Valero is the Chris Benoit of boxing. Do you mean he like murdered his whole family? Frankie, who is the most based motherfucker in this chat? I know it's me. We're gonna do this one day where we're gonna turn the voting system into like personally about chat members, because I think we need to figure a few things out. Nacho is cool. I know how that works with speech to text and autocorrect. You're cool. I need to get round to doing this year because I'm fucking sick of typing, man. When I go into people's chats, I need to jump on your game or just get AI to talk for me. Just upload my entire personality into AI and just let it run rampant on social media. Let it do its thing. We're not far away from that happening. How's the poll doing so far? Wow, Jack Della Maddalena with 54%. That's kind of unexpected to me. It's a pleasant surprise. I feel like I might be leaning slightly towards Islam Makhachev at the 11th hour. And I'm trying to refrain myself from doing so because we need Jack Della Maddalena to get the fucking job done. Mickey Ward versus Gatti, best trilogy ever. Mickey Ward is another guy who was so fucking tough as well. So tough. If there's one thing in MMA that I really in boxing that I really appreciate over skill, it's just hard motherfuckers that bite down and go for it. Did you talk to MMA Now 27? I'm waiting for him to shout me on social media. I'm starting to think you are MMA Now 27 with how much you love that guy. Really good channel over there, though. So shout out to MMA Now 27. I would love to do a video of him of some kind, or just have him on a panel. It'd be awesome. Based is such a cringe term nowadays. Just means who can be the most moronically racist and sexist without any nuance. It's kind of true. I think, but base for me is always just willing to stand on your opinion, regardless of whether it's the popular opinion or not. It doesn't usually get associated with like racism or being sexist, which, let's be honest, are both really fun things to do. Most women are cunts, but about 20% are cool. 20% is very fucking high, bro. I'd go 5. Did you see Aiden Ross meet Khabib in the gym? He looked emasculated. He did. I saw it as a short. To be fair, he came in there humble, but I think Khabib was obviously trolling, pretending he didn't know who the fuck he was. But I was just joking, Rose. I was suggesting that you could be him, but by how much you love him. But I'm just playing with you, man. I would love to do content with him. He's very good at what he does. So shout out to MMA Now 27. Quick question. You don't have to answer it if you don't want. It's a very personal question. What makes you say these things about women? I've got a feeling it was one specific thing that happened. No, it's not really one specific thing. I've had countless relationships in my life, countless, and they've all kind of ended up the same way. Now, some of you might turn around and say, "Well, it's you, Frankie. You're the common denominator." Hell no. I am God's gift to females. I'm an understanding and caring individual. The dick game is fucking A class. I am not the problem. So don't you even dare suggest it, mate. I mean, it could be true, though. All you casuals are forgetting Marty Lewis, the GOAT. Don't know who that is either. So I guess I did forget. I like MMA Now 27, but I can't subscribe because he's always posting 10 videos at a time. So obnoxious. He does do a lot of shorts. I mostly interact with his lives and his shorts. That's mostly not his YouTube shorts, just to be clear. Shama, poor Frank has had to deal with a lot of stuff. We put it that way. And Travis and I am officially 40. Wait. You're 40. We're the same age. I did not know that. Frankie, do you watch Top Gear nowadays? Absolutely fucking not. Are you joking me? As soon as they lost the free bros, I'm done. Even women I work with are super stuck up. A lot of guys don't hate women because they want to. It's just because they are entitled little shits. 100%. You just nailed it in one perfectly articulated sentence there. Oops, you are doubled in age than me, Miller. You are experienced, dude. Travis, Miller is actually a genuine female, but she does like to be called dude, so carry on. Frankie, what advice would you give to someone who feels like they fumbled it with the one and it was their fault? My advice would be, my sentiment on that is there isn't really a one, and you'd never know what happened in the future. I'm a great believer of when a door closes, a window opens, and everything happens for a reason. If you fumbled it, it's because you were meant to fumble it in that moment. You either weren't mature enough to handle the situation, or there was something going on that led to that. The only thing I would say is you learn from these things and you try to take them forward into future relationships. Sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. But there's always, I don't believe there's truly one person for everyone in this world. So there's still a very strong chance that somebody that you can be compatible with to a high percentage is still out there. Has anyone ever told you look like Elon Musk? Every fucking stream, bro. Frankie, what advice would you give to someone who wants to slap his female co-workers? Don't. What you do is you incite a little bit of beef between her and another female worker, and watch them slap the fuck out of each other. Win-win. Never commit crimes yourself. Always get people to do it for you. Do you think Khabib took a retirement afraid of Tony Ferguson? Nah, definitely not. I don't think any of those Dagestani, the way that those Dagestani guys ooze arrogance, And to be fair, the arrogance does come from dedicating to dedication to their game more than anyone else. I'm starting to think I might be about to have a brain aneurysm. I'm fumbling all over myself. Let me continue. I don't think they believe they're going to lose to anyone. So I don't believe in the notion that he was scared of Tony Ferguson in any way, shape, or form. And I think in hindsight, we kind of know that he was going to win. Let's put it this way. A woman will grow the hell up if she really loves you. I think that applies to any person, really. I'm a very big believer in the reacher settler dynamic of a relationship. In every relationship, there's a reacher. In every relationship, there's a settler. And if you think you're if you're not sure what that means, it means you're the reacher. Frankly, I agree with that sentiment. I also believe everything happens for a reason. I can honestly look back at all the bad things that have happened to me, and it was either to strengthen me or for the better. I completely agree. I think if you live your life with the mentality of I can learn from everything that happens, be it good or bad, and to never believe that you're the finished article, positive things are always ahead. Once you start thinking you're fucking it, and there's no more room for growth, that's when you're kind of due to get a fucking over. Like something worse would have happened, 100%. So I talked with a woman who is double my age and also talked shit about women with her. Crystal Miller is the most based person you can do this with. Speaking of based, I have my wise moments when I'm not crashing out about stupid arguments. And by the way, crashing out for me is like mildly raising my voice. How you doing, Autist? My good old friend. How you doing, man? How's life treating you? Any new things happening in your world that you want to share with us? You're always good value. Um, I'm still hoping that fucking Chepe Mariscal thing is complete and utter bullshit because I would be devastated, or not devastated. I'd be very upset. I'd be upset if he was to have passed away. Such a good fighter and so underrated. When somebody asked me who the most underrated MMA fighter in the UFC is right now, his name was floating around in the back of my head somewhere. Chepe Mariscal is a fight that nobody fucking wants. Because he was fucking good names up on the regionals. And since he's been in the UFC, he's been collecting heads and filling up body bags. He's been amazing. How you doing, Chris Kushman, man? What's good, my guy? Like the stream, boys and girls. That would be very, very, very much appreciated. Yeah, don't worry about it, Travis. Crystal is awesome. Crystal is a very, very difficult person to offend because she's always very understanding. Very understanding indeed. So far with the poll, we've got Jack Della Maddalena in the lead. I might have to do a last minute flippy flop, but I don't want to put that out there. Weston, where did you hear that Chepe rumor? Apparently Ariel Hawani said it, which is worrying. I soccer kicked the fuck out of that like button. That's my boy. For me, someone who is based stands on their principles no matter what the cost. Even if, for example, they lose the chance to win $1,500 in a Mecca tournament. That is a very, very specific fucking example. Double tap Frank in the nose. YouTube will give you a thumbs up. That's a way you can do it if you don't want to tap the like button. Just fucking double tap my pink red face. Just ate a delicious peanut butter and jelly sandwich, quitting nicotine for a little bit, so I feel excited about that. I didn't even know you were. Do you mean you're a smoker, or you mean you use other nicotine-related products? Shout out to you, man. It's very, very difficult. Very difficult. Helwani show. I was only about half paying attention, so I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe you misheard some things squashed together because I'm pretty sure it would be out there. I mean, I know Chepe Mariscal isn't the biggest star out there, but I'm pretty sure it would have been out in the ethos more plainly. Takeshi, how you doing, bro? I wish I could read Japanese, bro, but I can barely read English, mate. But shout out to you, man. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's obviously very late where you are as well, so shout out to you, man. Or very early. Double tap on Frankie's eye. I can feel everyone. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be. I kind of want to take a break from gambling because I'm so jaded about this whole nonsense with the. Let's just call it what it is. The fucking cheating that's been going on. I find I'm double guessing myself in every pick that I make now. because I've got to consider how broke is this cunt when I'm making a bet. Westy, I think it could have been Godfrey. It could have been he was talking about Shepe, and then Godfrey came up a minute or so later, and you've kind of conflate those two things. Fortunately, today's chat is okay. It's okay for now. Give it time. They always hear that your boy's on, and then that the community turns up. I mean, you know what community I'm talking about. Yeah, Shepe, from what I understand, is alive and well. But apparently some other poor cunt died, so we should perhaps be respectful about that. How you doing, Mr. 0007? How you doing, man? Frankie, I'm a redhead. Daywalker, not ginger. Thanks for clarifying that, man. I'm thinking of spreading my seed across the world and making a redhead empire. We would stand against gingers, trying to invest in my future empire. The problem is, Shamay, and this is going to be disappointing for you. Asians block the ginger gene. So you can take if you're going to go to that continent, do it just for fun. Do you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, your ginger gene gets eaten alive by those Asian genes. So it's just something to consider. Who will win the UFC battle? I think the North will win. So you're going with Islam, yeah? Fair. I'm surprised that Islam hasn't had more votes. I remember those days when I thought WWE is real, but as I grew up, it is fake. It is a fake scripted shit show. I don't think there was. I think the only time I ever believed it was real was when I was about 9. And to be honest, yeah, it didn't stop me. It didn't stop me watching it after I found out. I managed to make it to about 18. Who is your fight you're the most hyped on the prelims, Frank? Very good question. Let me quickly pull this up so I can give an honest, real life answer right now. Let's have a look. It would be fun to see Malcolm Wellmaker fight again, but I think he's going to flatline Cody Haddon, who's pretty good. Shepe Mariscal and Pat Sabatini is very much up there. I think that's going to be a banger. But if I had to go with one, I'm going to go with Kopylov and Gregory Rodriguez. I think that's guaranteed to be a banger. John Cena will be retired soon. That guy's been around for ages. Fair play to him. He's actually parlayed himself a very good career. So shout out to John Cena. Frankie, do you think JDM will knock Islam out in round 4 this weekend? Nah, I think it's going to go to distance one way or another. I think I picture it being very similar to the Bilal fight. Or it could be Islam just ragdolling him around for 5 rounds, which I hope is wrong. UFC is as fake as the WWE now. That's how I'm feeling. Asian genes won't beat the ginger genes if you're not hard enough. So chin up, not as hard as you can. What is Dagestan? I'm not going to answer that. How you doing, Ahmad? Stop trolling, bro. I know I pronounce things very poorly sometimes. It's because I'm sleepy. Frankie, what does Malaysian pussy taste like? How do I put a word on it? Catfish. I'm joking. I've got no idea. The judges need to be investigated. So many robberies happening. I think they need to look at the referees more than anything else. Do you honestly believe the UFC isn't 80% fixed? Lol, the bookies. I've been saying this for years, though. I made a video saying that sports are basically a gambling ring. It's all a scam, and they wait to see where all the money's going, and then they go, right, cunt, you're losing today. And that's how it goes. Yeah, RoboCop versus Kopylov will be sick. Who do you see winning? I'm edging RoboCop. I do think Kopylov is the better mixed martial artist, but RoboCop just has that shutout power. When he goes at you, he's very, very hard to stop. Islam kind of looked mid against old Poirier. It could have been the cut though. I think Islam's going to go in hard. I see either a very close decision or if anyone's going to finish anyone, I can see it being Islam. If I'm being honest. I don't have not much knowledge on UFC. That's why I asked. No, I'm just joking, Travis. You know I appreciate that. Isak Dolgarian still hasn't made a statement. He needs to keep his mouth shut. He needs to shut up and just, wait for the storm to come. Because he's in fucking trouble. He's in big trouble. And I want my fucking money back. I want my money back from him. Fuck Paddy Power. I want my $50 back from Isak Dolgarian. And I'm going to be asking for it if I ever bump into the cunt. Politely. Do you think Ronaldo lost his mind? I saw he went on Piers Morgan again recently. Ronaldo is really a weird guy, When you deep into him, he's very, very strange. He has some very, very strange ways of looking at the world. Islam is pretty good at dodging some shots, so he might just get knocked out. Islam is being glazed for having really good striking. His striking is good for a Dagestani. Frankie, why is every KFC chicken outside of America better? It's not better in the UK, mate. KFC in the UK has fallen off a fucking cliff. It used to be amazing, but it seems very starchy and shit now. It's just not great. How you doing, Caravaggio? JDM is going to do the impossible. We need to put this energy out there. This has been a shocking year. A shocking year. We need JDM to vanquish this shit. And it's not even like I hate Islam Makhachev. I really don't. But I need JDM to get the job done and represent the corner of that flag that he's got in his own flag. I want revenge for Leon Edwards by proxy of Bilal Muhammad. So he's vanquished Bilal Muhammad. Now we need him to finish the job. Mod Takeshi. I think Takeshi is the man. From North, always winning the fight battle. Of course. Of course. I mean, that's not even a fair fight. JDM is going to get his ass kicked. How you doing, Shamas? How do you think it happens, Shamas? Just out of curiosity. Do you think he literally kicks him up the arse? Or do you think, or are you saying in general he's going to get battered? And how's he going to do it? That's all I came here to say. I'm going back to the Russian Art Girl live. I think we should. Can I come too? Sounds amazing. Only way to tell if someone is into dudes is, yeah, I think Ronaldo could be into dudes. I think his wife, who's not even his wife, does look like a beard. And from what I understand, most of his kids come from not artificial insemination, IVF, which is very suspicious. Not as shocking as Newcastle's Premier League campaign this year. I'm still Eddie Howe in, man. We've had bad runs like this before. We have. Cristiano Ronaldo will become Chic Ronaldo soon. This guy's become nonsense, but he still is the GOAT in football. Mate, with the amount of money he's getting from those cunts, I don't even blame him. I'm surprised we haven't got any images of him holding hands with the Sheikh. Because that's different than generational money he's getting over there. White boy's always hating. Untrue. Untrue. I've got nothing else to say about that, really. I mean, we're white. Come on. I'm not hating on wouldn't Islam Makhachev be classified as white? I don't really get what you're pitching at there. It's two white boys fighting. Or have I misunderstood the whole race color situation? There is a KFC in Bismarck, North Dakota, USA. It's pretty tasty and you get fast service. That's the thing about fast food places anymore. They're not quick, they're not good, and they're not cheap anymore. They've almost become superfluous. Do you know the table tennis story about Ronaldo? No, please tell me. Is it as zesty as I'm assuming it is in my mind? I hate Piers Morgan. The guy is awful. Piers Morgan he's a smart guy. I'll put it that way. I'm looking for a woman that sounds like Sean Dyche. Jesus Christ. Fuck her in the neck hard enough and you'll get your wish. Frankie, those Swedish bitches are overrated. Whores. Russian women are better than them. I've heard Russian women pound for pound now are stepping up the game. This is true. That nose is squished as fuck. Jonathan Pearson, I did get my nose broken a couple of times, but it's fine now. So don't hate. Don't hate on the nose, bro. Islam is literally Caucasian. This is what I'm saying. All this white boys be hating thing. It's like they're both white, cunt. Any baddies in the chat want to listen to Blady in your basement? Wow, Jesse's coming in hot. So if there's any baddies in the chat who want to listen to Blady, if that's something that appeals to you, you've got a willing participant on whatever that is. Islam is probably mixed Asian with Slavic. I mean, but he's a white cunt though, isn't he? Do you think women's referees shouldn't be allowed to officiate a football match? They can't run a 90 minutes in a No, I think they should stay away from the men's game entirely. I hate seeing women in football. Play your own shitty little slow motion rubbish game, you annoying cunts. Have your own shit. Stop having an opinion on ours. And they look ridiculous when they referee games. They tried to do it once and it was a fucking embarrassment. I'm Batman. Asia consists of many ethnicities. This is true. That is a factual statement. Frankie, when will you sell the video games behind you? I never will. But I assume as soon as my son becomes of age and I hand them over to him, he's going to sell them shits in a heartbeat, to be honest, which will be heartbreaking to me. But it is what it is. I'll keep the classics for myself, but he can have the expensive ones that don't really mean much to me. Did you know golf stands for gentlemen only, ladies forbidden? I did not know that. Women need to quit working their way into guy sports, and this is coming from a woman. Shout out to you, Crystal. We need to make you more prominent in general. That there's not a women's team in history that could beat an under 14s boys side. Facts. Did you see what the over 50s Wrexham team did to the USA national women's team? 13-0, and they weren't even trying. It's embarrassing. And they scored 13 goals in like 30 minutes. It was fucking embarrassing, mate. Women are shit at sports. Stick to your own thing. You and MMA Guru should do two guys, one cup. What is two guys, one cup? I've heard people talking about this a bunch of times. I don't know what the fuck that is. That's my opinion on that, and I'm sticking to it. What is two men, one cup? What is two ladies, one cup? I have no idea what you mean, sir. They should stay on a women's match. They ruined Germany versus Costa Rica. I think they should have women's only UFC cards. I mean, no cunt would watch them, but we'd see how prominent they are in the game after that. Give them their own cards, get some atom weights in there, get some really rotund fat bitches to roll around with each other, and let them make a go of it. Stay away from our cards, you annoying cunts. A Sunday league would beat a world champion women's side with literal ease. I could be in a team that would beat the women's national team, and I'm not even joking. Well, it's true. Guys need a break every once in a while. Thank you, Crystal. We do. This is my ultimate thing to women. Just shut the fuck up every now and then. That's all I'm asking. And suck my balls. Literally and figuratively. If a woman can't tombstone me, I ain't interested. Is that where your bar is, yeah? She needs to basically be like jacked as fuck and be able to like drop you on your head. Oh, it's shit in a cup. I wasn't even capping and I didn't even know what that. I thought it was spunk in a cup, but shit in a cup. I can honestly say, hands on heart, yeah, that I did not know that. People actually think a UFC women's fighter can fight a normal man. I'm going to be honest with you, Brandon, because I'm not a huge male. I'm 5'7". I'm not skinny by any means. You know, I've got a decent gun show going on. I think most women fighters would fuck me up, and that's just because they're trained, and I'm not willing to cap. But if you're like 5'10", jacked, I don't care how trained a woman is, you're going to smash her fucking head in. And it's Wrexham as well. They weren't even good players in their prime. This is what I'm saying. It was the old Wrexham team, and they weren't even anywhere near the league. It's a porn video, if I'm not wrong. 2 cups of shit. Fuck me. Who would do that? Why are people doing stuff like this? If she can't suck good, she ain't a woman. Your life is on the line. Who? JDM versus... If my life was on the line, I'd go with Islam. I came in at a good time. The only one of me. How you doing? By the way, shout out to your PFP. I'm going to show you something right here. Shout out to your boy. Sick P for P. Frankie, what did I just join into? S-Dogs, don't act like you're fucking surprised, mate. You look a shit ton like Elon Musk. My condolences. It hasn't held me back. Hello, handsome. How you doing, Manfin? Untrue. You'd fuck her up. You reckon? I hope. By the way, check out that fucking gargantuan forearm, motherfuckers. You're blunt as fuck. I am. I can't help it. Weirdos. Fordman, I notice you're calling us weirdos, yeah, but you haven't left yet. So shout out to you. Kate from the Champions League show is a joke. She has fuck all to do with football, but you would though, wouldn't you? You fucking would. I mean, the conversation after the nut would not be one you'd want to. Inflation's so bad. Little bro went from 5'2" to 5'7". Manfin, I really am 5'7". I am 5'7". I could beat up any woman with my cock tied behind my back. Uh, as dogs has been helping me work. My issues out with the speed bag. Is that Guy Fawkes? Yeah. So well, it's V from V for Vendetta, but essentially it's based on the story of Guy Fawkes. I'm a big fan. I don't watch porn. I don't have any idea why people watch those shit. We should people shouldn't be afraid of their governments. Government should be afraid of their people. Some people picked some obese drunk dude from the street and made him fight two professional female fighters. The dude won with his experience in domestic violence. Domestic violence is all you need. What's your opinion about Rishi? Um, there's a lot of heat on that at the moment. I did look into it a little bit. So he's basically the Muslim mayor of New York. Is that correct? Yeah, I still don't really want to touch that one. I'm going to be honest. No, weirdos make shit porn. Oh, right. I mean, the thing is, yeah, because of how much. I mean, I've heard that porn makes up like 90% of the internet, which I'm assuming is factually correct. You're going to run out of shit to do, I guess. This chat is beyond repairing. It is. It's game over. I'm an inch bigger than you, bro. An inch deeper. Okay. Batman, this is how it usually is, but it's okay. This is actually a pretty chill chat. Sup, work. What's up, bro? Work, uni, training got me fucked up. I'm a deep sleep before you going live. At BN, you are the man. Shout out to you, bro. No, Rishi Sunak. Cunt. Massive cunt. Don't ask me why I think that. I just looked at the skin color and just assumed. Moving on. Smacker B needs to be legalized like weed. It's a necessary evil. Smacker B, do you mean brown? Shotty, where Guru's channel in a wheelchair and Joey is in a what? No, Rishi is not Muslim. He's Hindu. Oh, that explains the natural distaste. My girl makes me dress up as Jesus, and then she persecutes you. Fucking hell. How you doing, Cerberus? What's good, man? Wonder if he took any showers. Jesus Christ. Memdani is a psyop. Stay woke. I'm not gonna lie, Memdani's wife is so hot. Trump feels jealous. Where's she from, though? Yeah, but shit and piss is really weirdo brain damage porn. Yeah, I mean, shitting for me is taking it to another level. He said a few inches deeper than you. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I mean, we've all got to deal with the equipment we've got, right? Let's not be silly about this. How you doing, Tech Boys? MMA Guru versus MMA Joey fight video that dropped. I've seen it. Yeah, it's hilarious. Is that the one where the wheelchair just basically squishes him to death? Islam is going to win it. I've got to be honest, Tech Boys. I'm starting to lean in that direction. I've been picking JDM for the last like 3 months, but it might be a little bit of cope. And I don't Shotty's not modded. What the? I swear I shotted Moddy. Shotted Moddy. I swear I I swear I. Oh, hang on a second. Let me just get this right now. Give me a second, boys. Sorry for the sudden break in the chat. I'm gonna do 2 mod chips right now. I feel like I need to protect my boy. I'm Batman. And then I'm going to Shotty. Shotty gets the promotion as well. We're going to end up having more mods in here than we do regular people, but fuck it, it is what it is. Frankie, my boy. Monarch, what's good, my man? How you doing, Kenny Sheffield? Welcome back to the channel, man. His wife is from Houston, but what ethnicity is she? Is she white? Because if she's white, I'm going to have to disagree. Smokey Shotty, as much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, I don't know who the fuck you are, mate. To be honest. We need bad MMA math versus MMA Guru before GTA 6. We're never getting GTA 6. I think that we should honestly forget about GTA 6 for now. Because I'm telling you right now, yeah, we are gearing ourselves up for disappointment. That game is gonna be a disappointment. I'm calling it now. I think they fucked it up and they're panicking right now and they're trying to fix it. At this rate, Frankie has more mods than I have subs. You've only had a channel for about a month though, bro. I've been grinding, doing fuck all for 2. When I say grinding, I mean jumping online and talking shit for about 2 years, mate. You're doing very well for someone who's had a channel for about a month. But shout out to Jock and subscribe to his channel. He's a really good dude. Boys, this is not a pissing contest. It's too windy for that. Exactly. I find it really weird when guys say that to me of, oh, my dick's bigger than yours. First of all, you don't know. And secondly, so? It's not like I grew it myself. I was born with it. Do you know what I mean? It's like when people go, oh, you're ugly. It's like, I did not design this face. I was born with it. And it's still a beautiful face. Fuck it. We need more mods. I need to be moderated, not made to moderate. Are you not hang on. Are you not moderated either? Are you not a mod as well? She's hot because she's Arab and not white. Is that right? She's Arab. Some Arab females are damn fine. In the USA, on the census, she would mark white Caucasian, as that encompasses the Middle East. She is Syrian ethnically. Can somebody throw up her name in the chat? I want to see what this font is made of. How you doing, Vulisk? Nice to see you, bro. Nice to have you in the chat. Sorry if I'm falling behind. I read so slowly. GTA 6 is going to be woke garbage. I'm telling you now, Manfred, it's not going to be woke garbage, but it could just be straight garbage. GTA has never pandered. When all that shit has been going on, shout out to you, the one and only one of me. And by the way, yeah, like I said, with a PFP like that, you're always welcome in here. You have a free pass to say whatever you want. Had to go to my doctor to get pills to stop me sleep wanking. Is that actually a thing? If Trump married Mamdani, who would be first lady? Wow. Batman is a Syrian confirmed. Batman is a base Swiss Lebanese. I'm not a mod, Frankie. I was saying people not need to moderate what I say. Nah, man, you need to be let off the leash more, if anything. When you realize spiders are the only web developers that are actually happy when they see bugs, that's a sick little tidbit. But basically Arab. There's nothing wrong with being Arab. Rami Duwaji. All right, let's have a look. I've never seen this cunt. Let's have a look. Rama Duwaji. This isn't the same person, is it? She's an American or wait, is this the same American animator and illustrator? I mean, she's all right. She looks like a goth girl. She definitely looks like she can handle the D. I'll put it that way. She looks like a freak. But GTA 6 might be the best. Yeah, thank you very much, Ancient Sage. Shout out to you, bro. San Andreas is my favorite GTA game. For me, because the jump between San Andreas and any other game before or after that was the biggest, in my opinion. GTA might be the best export Scotland have. Rockstar North is based in... Shout out to fucking Rockstar North. Don't spam the chat or I'll twat ya. Very good advice. JDM wins. Paddy, I hope you're right, mate. We need this. The world needs this. They have trans parades in GTA 6. I'm driving a bus into it. That's exactly why they've put them there. It will look like they're being supportive to the trans community, and there'll be plenty of tall buildings you can jump on top of, you know what I'm saying? With a good lens view. Is he saying cunt or... I say cunt, but I say it with kind of a little bit of a slant to slip under the algorithm. Give me Mamdani's wife and give Trump to his boyfriend Mamdani. All right. That's an image I don't want in my mind. Hey, who's fucked for time zone in USA? We all are, mate. So at BN, a USA pay-per-view basically starts at 10 p.m. for me, which I'm going to be honest, yeah, it ain't the one. But, you know, I'm a real fan. She does look like a golf girl. I was saying the exact same thing. Paddy, I haven't even played GTA 4 all the way through, you know. I've only got a couple of hours into it. I need to revisit GTA 4. I still fuck with San Andreas sometimes. I play with San Andreas on a fucking handheld, and it is amazing. Did you ever play the multi-theft auto mod? No. What the fuck is that? The Getaway is underrated. The one thing the Getaway really got right here is the locations. The locations in the Getaway are absolutely fucking goated. Like, she'll act all lovey, but will crucify you in the damn bed. Batman, isn't that every man's dream? You need to hit the like button and go into your liked videos. That way you can click on any links we put up. That's exactly what you need to do. So hit the like button, go out of the stream, come back into the stream, and then you can get to... Mamdani is a trans. Don't say that. I'm glad I didn't glaze her then. Why are people fiending for another man's wife? Crazy talk. I mean, I personally wasn't fiending. I was just giving my honest assessment of the situation. By the way, Islam Makhachev is starting to catch up with Jack Della Maddalena. We can't have this. We can't have this in my fucking channel, boys. So I don't usually do this. Let's have a fair poll, shall we? And get those JDM numbers up. Bro, it will be 2 a.m. here. I'm already fried. Bro, you sound like you need some rest. I know how hard you work. By the way, the channel's been absolutely fucking rampaging lately. We are 360 subs away from 2K, which is amazing. You ignored my question. Who will be the first? Mamdani. I mean, Mamdani, really. I mean, come on. Frankie is looking extra red tonight. Who's got him blushing? It's just the lighting, bro. And it's Mamdani, the new goth freak in our lives. Thoughts on the 1941 Anglo-Soviet invasion of Iran? I know nothing about that, sir. That's another thing I've got to look into. Being online with you people makes me realize how historically ignorant I am and that I need to... Guys, I've been poked and finger-knuckled deep in my eye sack. Tom? Mamdani's wife kind of looks like Fight Fairy. She does, actually. Is Fight Fairy hot? I know that's an unfair question to ask, and we shouldn't be judging people based on their appearances, but is she? What do you think about the upcoming Islam fight? I'm still going with JDM, barely. I think it's going to be the fight of the year, and I think it's going to be fucking close. I think it goes 5 rounds, and I think if it does, Jack Della Maddalena is going to have to have outstruck him by about 5-1 to win that fight. Because Dagestanis don't lose decisions. Yo, mate, I hope you're good today. Caspar, welcome back to the channel. Leandro, how you doing, brother? So yeah, for the Islam fight, I think it's going to be super close. I am edging JDM, but I'm not saying that with chest. I'll be honest. How you doing, Yuri? What's good, my man? Thoughts on? I mean, he's asking. If you don't ask, you don't get. That's how it works in this channel. Fight Fairy is cute-ish. The only thing with Fight Fairy and me, maybe it's just because I'm a bit soy. I've heard she's like 5'10", 5'11", but she's a very good person and she knows a lot about MMA now. So fair. Nobody could say the girl's ugly. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Jack is very fighter. You sound like Alexander Usyk right now. I am very feel. When's the fight? The fight is this coming Saturday, and we are spoiled this weekend because we've got UFC, whatever the name of it is, 322, and then we've got Eubank and Ben 2, which should be an absolute fucking war. Caspar, I'm all for Eubank and Ben. I've actually come to like Conor Ben a lot more. I think the way he's handling himself on the mic, coming across way less angry, and I'm starting to quite like him. But I'm a big Chris Eubank fan, and I'm a big Chris Eubank Jr. fan. So I hope he gets the win. Jack's nose might go the other way. Jack has the most fucked nose in MMA. It's literally a pancake attached to his face. Yeah, Jake is a very good fighter. Are you talking about Jack Della Maddalena or Jake Paul? Let's try and get it up to 100 votes, and let's get fucking Jack Della Maddalena for the gold, mate. I don't want to influence the chat here, but I'm very worried right now. President Trump versus Representative Thomas Massey, UFC 324. Would it surprise anyone if Donald Trump had some kind of thing on this White House card, if it even happens? Mamdani ain't no Muslim. He's a rainbow supporter. Shamas, he's just pretending. He knows where the wind is blowing. He knows where the wind is blowing. Who's more dangerous, Pablo Escobar? Ronald Reagan, 100%, man. Ronald Reagan killed way more homies than Escobar. Escobar was light work, bro, on the grand scale. You too, Bendy. Stop sucking on yourself, wanker. That's a lot to digest, bro. I'm not going to do any of those things. I will continue sucking myself off until the cows come home. JDM has a wrestling defense, and his striking is more dynamic than Islam. Not that Islam has bad striking, his stand-up is pretty good. Paddy, I completely agree with that sentiment. I honestly think that JDM is going to be a class above when they strike. I really, really do. And I think his takedown defense will hold up most of the time. The only problem is, if Islam gets him, the first round of this fight is going to be very, very interesting. If Islam gets him down easily, it's going to be a long night for Jack. However, If he did, because that's the worrying thing about me. Because Jack does gas later on in fights. I know he turned the gas on in the 5th round versus Bilal, and shout out to him. But do you hate Muslims and rainbows? I don't hate either. I don't want to influence the chat now, but influences the chat now. Man's a genius. I mean, it's what I do, man, and it does seem to be helping. Most fucked up nose. What about Mike? No, it's not as fucked up as Mike Perry's nose. Jack Della Maddalena's nose is literally a fucking pancake. Impression of Frankie skipping my chats. Shama, I would never do that to you. How you doing, Dark Wolf and Light Wolf Gaming Channel? Is that actually a YouTube channel? If you are a gaming channel, hang on a second. Let me see if I can find your channel. Wait, oh, there we are. Wait a moment. By the way, sir, just a tip here. Gaming doesn't have an E in it. But you've got Cult of the Lamb on there, which is amazing. I am going to subscribe to you, sir. So shout out to Dark Wolf and Light Wolf Gaming channel. Shout out to you, bro. Why do you hate Muslims? To edits, oh fuck it. All right, fine. I hate Muslims. Whatever. I can't be bothered defending myself anymore. I'm assuming that Batman speaks all the languages, as all Swiss people do. I don't think it's going to be Hamzat versus DDP type shit. I don't think it will be. How you doing, Savage JR Speed 18? Welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well, sir. The Dagestanis only rely on heavy top pressure. They don't grapple and chase submissions. They get on top, beat people into submission. That's the one thing I'll say about Islam. If he does get on top, he won't lay and pray. But that could be his downfall. Because JDM is very, very good at looking for openings to get back to his feet. And I think he could take advantage of that. I think we've got a great fight here. They're not turning on you. They're turning on everyone. Lean into it, bro. Even if Islam is just as big, he hasn't been in there with a natural welterweight. I don't know, man. I think he's been fighting at 155 as a natural welterweight. He looks fucking big in there every time. I think the weight and size is going to be to his advantage. I honestly do. Bro, did you ever play 007 GoldenEye on the N64? If you didn't, I'm unsubbing right now. And 1 second, hold that thought. Stay right there. I'm so glad that my ass was my mic was blocking my ass. I've actually still got an original copy of GoldenEye 007. One of my favorite games of all time. Shout out to fucking GoldenEye, man. What a game. And this is just for anyone who says that my background is fucking fake. Fuck you. My interactive backdrop. There's a Hindu origin politician named Vivek Ramaswamy who's planning to run for Ohio governor in 2026. A lot of people seem to support him, and it looks like his ultimate goal is to become president. If we ever get him, I mean, I'm not anti-Muslim or anything, but if we get a Muslim president, I'm worried. Not because I don't think I've got nothing against Muslims, but the country would literally implode. Islam is going to dominate him, I think. I think it's more likely. It's more likely than JDM. I think if JDM wins, he wins it narrowly. I think if anyone dominates anyone, it's going to be Islam. I can't even bet on this fight because I want JDM to win, and getting Islam at like plus 300 is not great for me. Nobody can be odd. Odd job is a problem in multiplayer. If you know, you know. Oh my god, you're a fucking legend, bro. Yes, I am. And it's a really beautiful copy as well. I look after my shit, mate. As you can see, nice plastic cover. What a game this was. I remember going down to my local Woolworths at the time and taking a chance on this game. The reviews weren't out yet. And oh my god, my mind was fucking blown. I've played it again on handheld recently as well, and it fucking holds up. It's a great game. Are we the same? It seems like we are, sir. My favorite LGBTQ YouTuber. How you doing, Sam Lane? Stop spreading that around. I know it's you. I know it's you who's bringing those rainbow flying motherfuckers in here. Make it clap, Pappy. I don't have anything to clap, mate. My ass is my least. I'm so glad that my mic was so perfectly positioned, because I wouldn't say my ass is exactly a pancake, but it's not fucking very bouncy either. I need some work to do on it. I need to do some work on it. People are underestimating Michael Morales' chance. I agree with you. I love Baklava, and I actually might, because the odds are so close. Though I've got to go with Sean Brady. But Michael Morales has a really good chance. His straight punches are going to be a problem for Sean Brady. I think he's a very big, strong, physical guy. It's just because he hasn't fought anyone too reputable yet. Are you a Maggie or Tommy Robinson supporter or something? You talking to me? Absolutely not. I'm not anti any religion or race, really, despite what some of the things I've said on here will suggest. JDM is getting a round 4 TKO. If you know, you know. I would love to see that happen. And not because I hate. Of course, I played split screen with friends. Are you fucking mental? 4-way split screen. Mate, I've still got my original N64 behind me, mate. I don't fuck about. I've still got 4 controllers as well. And I bought one of those analog 3D systems as well. That apparently it's been delayed by like 6 months, but it's supposed to be coming out in December. And it plays HDMI N64 upscaled. I cannot wait for that. N64 is one of my favorite consoles ever. Morales has Ecuador wrestling background, so you're saying he's got no wrestling background. Just get around about it, you know. I'm not reading that. I'm not your Dixon thing. I always read my, because of you, I have to read my chats in my head now before I read out loud. And that's why it takes me so long to read chats out. Are most women into savage cucking of men? Oh yeah. I'm not sure what you mean by that statement. Forgive me for talking off topic, by the way. Mate, there is no off topic here. This is what this place is. This place is pretty much free flowing, whatever you feel like talking about it. Man, don't fuck about for real. Nostalgia is the best drug. The only one of me, what you need to do, yeah, get yourself a Retroid Pocket 4, download some emulators, and get yourself on GoldenEye. Or just buy a Switch 2. GoldenEye on the Switch 2 is fucking fantastic. 2 edits, you've ruined my channel. You've ruined my ability to just come in here and enjoy myself. There's a reason why immigrants are fucking your country up, Antec. You deserve it. Batman, whoa, bro. Whoa, bro. You two fighting again is not what I need tonight. By the way, if you boys wouldn't mind liking the stream, as always, I'd really appreciate it. Right now, we're at 28 likes. I think we can do better. Just saying. Just saying. I was banned from my BJJ class because I keep getting hard when I spar with men. Yoda, I can't say that I empathize. Can't really blame them if that's the case. Did you play Siphon Filter? Siphon Filter is a really good game. Really good game. Very underrated. They need to do a remake of that shit. Cheddar Hedge, you fat round legend. How you doing, bro? 8% women, 40% American, 100% off topic. That should be in my tagline. That should 100% be in my tagline. How's your mum doing, Frankie? She's good, man. I took her to a movie yesterday. It was the movie with Ralph Fiennes in it about a choir. It was a little bit boring, I'm not gonna lie, but she really enjoyed it. So I'm really happy, man. And I'm taking her to go and see Wicked 2 in a couple of weeks. So that'll be another snooze fest. But it's good to spend time with the parents. You know, you never know how much time you've got. Like I said, if you hit that like button and go into your liked videos and re-click on this stream, you can check our link. And that's exactly what you should do. How you doing, Steve? Are you in the middle of a shift right now? Shout out to you, bro. Hope you're having a good one. Can you be my friend? I mean, is it going to take a lot of effort on my part? Is what I'm asking. I mean, are you expecting something more than us talking and bantering? Because I can't promise that. I'm asking a real question now. Where is your super chat button? I have chosen to remain unmonetized. And it's something that's come up. I've had people messaging me about it and calling me a dumb fucking spastic for not monetizing in more ways than one. But it's one of those things that in my channel, when I started my channel out, I promised myself that I was never going to make being on YouTube about money, that it was always going to be about the community. And even when I hit 500 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, I've had people asking me, it's something that I never plan on doing on this channel. because I feel like it should be community first and not about sponsors, or I don't want to play that game. So I'm happy. But you're happy getting hard after all those modern cuckold obsessed women. I don't think the women are the cuckolding problem. I think men are the ones who are fucking it up. I think men are fucking it up for us. It's the Ian Garys of the world who are willing to sit back and watch their women getting fucking dug out. That's the real problem. Yeah, I'm so emotionally damaged. We all are, man. We all are. But we all have a place here. This is your... I've said this multiple times and I'm not fucking around. This is your community. I'm just a guy reading the chats out and reacting like a fucking mongoloid. I'm eating an entire box of cookie cereal. Cookie Crisp. Whoever invented that cereal is fucking Satan. I would never say a thing like that. Mad respect for you for not doing super chats. I think it's super tacky. I kind of agree with that a little bit. I try to address every chat in my comment. Blue Chew dick Tuesday dick pills, yeah. Fuck me. You look like Daniel Radcliffe. I've heard that a few times before. I've heard I look like Elon Musk. I've heard I look like Lex Friedman. I've heard I look like the fucking cunt from Twilight. I've had it all, mate. I've had a ball bag. I've been called everything under the sun. I've been told I look like Elon Musk and just mongoloid basically me. It's just a less impolitically correct way of saying that I'm retarded. Frankie, is your gay uncle single? I'm looking to travel to Ireland in the coming years. Nah, he's married, bro. And he's old as fuck. He's like 60. Promo 12-inch Frankie. I'm naked eating cereal gooning. Gusher, you wouldn't be the first person to do that around here. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Bro, stop crying about immigrants and start race mixing. Maybe the hybrids are going to look better than your cunt face. It breaks my heart when you two start arguing. Oh, hang on a second, boys. Oh, we're back. Yeah, so the super chats and the members thing is never... I wish there was a way I could do memberships and they were like free. So you could do like free memberships and it would show... People could have badges and it would show how long they've been part of the channel, because I would love to do it for that very reason. But yeah, I absolutely do not want money to ever be involved with this channel. It's just not my vibe. And I know that some people don't understand it. It's just something ethically important to me. Perhaps you are looking for a slightly autistic third. I like older guys. Well, if he wasn't married, I would definitely send him your way. I've never played Cupid for gay dudes before. And as you know, I'm fully aware, or as you're fully aware, I shout out to anyone who wants to find happiness, really. Do memberships and donate the money to a good cause. I thought about doing it. The thing is, yeah, it gets really, really messy. First of all, there's like the tax stuff that would have to go into it. And firstly, I wouldn't want to be somebody who go down that road of saying, oh, donate to me and the money will go to a good cause. Like, I'm more capable of spending the money on good causes like you guys are. Do you know what I mean? I would advise you that one thing I could say is, if you're somebody who feels like donating to the channel, instead of donating to me, find somebody who really needs it, like a Northwest, who's a homeless YouTuber. Or maybe tomorrow when you're out and you bump into like a fucking homeless person, slip them a few bucks. You know, if you're feeling generous, I'm the last person you should be sending money to. And like I said, I wouldn't want the responsibility of being like, oh, this person should get the money and that. You know what I mean? It's not something I feel like I'm ethically capable of making a decision about. You know, what did you have for dinner, mate? I had Chinese dumplings, mate, and they were fucking spectacular. You are the Moicano of MMA YouTube. Pretty sure I might be the opposite of that. I love Moicano. By the way, Moicano knows about my channel as well, funnily enough. Maybe pin Northwest PayPal or something. That could be a very, very good solution. Does anybody have Northwest PayPal here? And I could pin that immediately. He's somebody who really needs the money, like genuinely a homeless YouTuber. He's verified homeless. He's somebody who's been a friend of the channel for multiple years. If you feel like subbing to anyone's, or not just subbing, but Even sending a couple bucks, send it his way. Hello, are you British? Stuart, I'm actually an Irishman, but I grew up in England. So it's all very confusing. I'm confused. You're British too, and you need some help. Shoot me your problem, sir. I mean, I'm not exactly a genius out here, but I'll do what I can to help. Hamas Ishak again. Is that projection? I'm not deliberately ignoring your chats, but I don't want to get involved in the beef because I've got respect for both you guys. How do you know Moicano saw the channel? I've actually got a video where when I first started my channel, and I'd go in there from time to time and talk to him, he shouted me out on one of his early videos, and I've got a video clip of it where he goes, shut the fuck up. He basically runs a little promo for me that I asked him to do. I've got a video of it somewhere. Next time I'm on, I'll put it up. It's when my channel name used to be Bad MMA Math, and he cut the sickest promo on me. It was hilarious. And even if you guys don't feel like donating to Northwest, if you stop by to say hi and hit the like button on his streams, you have no idea how happy it would make that guy. 100%. Any support you could show to Northwest channel would be amazing. And I should get into the habit of just linking the guy's PayPal. Did you watch the Top Boy series? I watched the first season. To be honest, man, I didn't really get into it. I found it all a little bit cringy. You know the guy Ashley Walters, yeah, who's in the first season of Top Boy. I know his first baby mama, and she is an actual dog. She is butters as fuck, mate. And he dicked her down and had 2 kids of her, and she's gross. I'm gonna get a lot of stick for that. Hopefully nobody I know is watching. She gross. But yeah. Moicano got criticized for turning down the UFC lawsuit money. He said he agreed the low pay, so he never took the money. Integrity before money. I agree with. I think he's more like playing the long game because Moicano is a smart fucking guy. He's thinking to himself, if I come out publicly and denounce the 200 grand, he's going to make a lot more than that in the future with the UFC, rather than accepting it. Have you watched World War Z? I haven't seen the movie, but I've read the book, and the book is spectacular. Northwest is cool guy too. Join his channel, guys. I wish you would. Northwest is such a good dude. And like I said, if there's anything I can do to support him in the long run, that's hard to ignore. Benil versus D at BSD is so hard to pick. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm kind of edging Benil, I don't think BSD. I know BSD beat Rufy, but I don't think Rufy is really that good. I've been saying the guy was overrated from the beginning. So I don't really rate that win too highly. It's a hard one. I'm going to go with Benil Dariush in that fight. I'll be honest. And I think Benil's an underdog as well, right? I have to go. Keep it real, Bo. Bro, it was very nice having you here. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully we'll see you again. You're more than welcome here. You are just an ignorant fool, just like your ancestors. You don't know who my ancestors are. I'm Irish, mate. Mod banned me for no reason. How you doing, Stanky Farts? What's good, man? And have you been kicked out again? Are the mods going wild again? Frankie, put the Moicano video in a short. I will. That's actually not a bad idea. In my old videos here, I used to use him as part of the introduction. He literally did like a 1 minute. He cut like a 1 minute promo on me. It was beautiful. I'm a big fan of him. So Stanky Farts. The thing is, as far as the mods go, I understand why some people might see kicking people out as like a problem. The thing is, yeah, is in the long run, we kind of need it because I'm not trying to grow the channel for money. I'm trying to grow it to have a big community and a solid community, which I feel like we've got already. So if they feel like there's somebody in here who's trying to stir up trouble or just be, or spam, they're trying to do it for the betterment of the channel. So I think in the long run, it's probably better. Oh, you weren't talking to me. Fair play, man. Sometimes, you can understand why I misunderstood. Where are you from, by the way, Shamas? I just go for Benil because he's Iranian, not gonna lie. I fuck with BSD's career too. He's on a good run right now. BSD, the thing is about BSD, I don't think he's the greatest fighter out there, but the fucker does good work. Favorite movie trilogy. Whoa, that's a very tough one because movie trilogies tend to be asked. You've probably got to go with the Godfather trilogy. But I think the Godfather, the first movie, is very overrated because because I loved the books, and I felt the movies didn't stand up to the books. 1K subs community. Yeah, what's wrong with that, man? I'll tell you something, Mr. Offline. You might be laughing your ass off right now, but I'm telling you now, it's very, very hard to maintain a chat that moves like this, even for me. So if it was any more crazy, I'd be missing even more chats, and it wouldn't be great. They have no integrity. I don't know, man. I feel like my mods do a pretty good job. Do you think McGregor will fight BKFC? I don't think he ever will, because he's never going to get out of his UFC contract, and I don't think he's willing to put his reputation on the line. There is a chance that he could fight in the UFC at the White House card. He just seems to be cleaning his act up a little bit, but until he gets through that first fight and does reasonably well, the chances of him fighting in BKFC are non-existent, because the UFC won't want it. They won't let him, no matter how old he get. The Ocean's 11's trilogy is actually decent, but the second movie was arse. The Dark Knight trilogy is obviously up there as well. I don't like saying Dark Knight, because I don't like saying the Batman trilogy, because it's kind of like an obvious answer. And Godfather 3 was absolute stanky dog shit, and I didn't really like the first movie that much either. Godfather 2 is good though. So I'd probably go with the Batman trilogy. Juliana Pena isn't the worst thing to call somebody. I mean, she's not my type, but Batman's good people, but so is Antec. I mean, Antec's my boy as well. I don't want you two going back and forth because it's hard. But he owns BKFC, doesn't he? The thing is, yeah, I think it's more likely that he fights if the BKFC starts fledgling and doing quite badly. I think he'll jump in there to boost the numbers. However, I think BKFC is going on a very, very good growth at the moment. So I expect that he won't have to do it. But if things get really sticky, he might. I think BKFC is going to become the second biggest combat sports organization in the world in the next 10 years. Hello from Argentina. How are you doing, Rocio Luque? Nice to meet you. Happy to have you in the channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Argentina is very high on my list of places to visit. So if you could give me some pointers about where I should visit, I'd very much appreciate that. I'm definitely going to South America next year. And Argentina is very high on the list, although I've heard Peru is fucking unbelievable as well. Conor has a sunset clause in his UFC contract, I heard. I think he's waiting it out. I wonder when that takes place, though, because I would be surprised if that's the case. Because honestly, they've probably got him locked down. How you doing? Is that Tiff? Oh, Tiff's here. How you doing, Tiff? What's good? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Good to have you here as always. Tiff, I had my second ever parents meeting today with my son's parents. My son's parents? I'm my son's parents. My son's teacher, and it went pretty well. Come to America, you bastard. Oh, I'm coming to America before I go to South America. But South America is definitely on the list for 2026 because it's one of the only continents I haven't been to, and I need to see some Latina booty. I'm not going to do anything. Was that slow motion enough for you? But I just need to see that Latina booty in the flesh. I need to know if the hype is real. Do you think professional sumo wrestlers can win MMA? They'd have to do like a fat cunt weight class. I think if they did over 260s, those guys would mog. Did you? How did it? It went really well. He got really glowing reviews. She said that he can't concentrate that well. And I was like, in my mind, I was thinking, he's five cunt. She said, like, his work's really good. His handwriting's really nice. His maths is good. His phonics is really good. But he doesn't concentrate all that well sometimes. He needs to be. And I'm just thinking, he's five. He's five. Chill the fuck out. It depends on what kind of weather you like. Here we have all biomes, deserts, jungles, mountains, forests, beaches, glaciers, anything you like. I would say the beaches are probably lower down on the list because I know that I look like I'm red. It's only because of the lighting. I am red as fuck. Sorry, I'm white as fuck. I'm surprised you can't see my brain through this skin. So I would probably like to avoid places where I have no choice but to face direct sunlight. However, having said that, I'm kind of open. I'm kind of thinking that I'd want to get the most culturally significant part of the journey out of the way first, then start doing a little bit of nature. Your son's parents, that is some Ian Gary shit. I know that is the worst fumble. of today. It's not even of the week of today. I'm considering going live today in a few hours, actually. I will set my notifications, and at the very least, I will go back and watch it. Because obviously it's like 9:30 at night for me now. But guys, subscribe to Tiff Tack Patty Whack. She's going to be doing her first live today, potentially, and you do not want to miss it because it will be interesting. At the very least, it will be a nice getting to know you. Latinas have huge culture. The best peaches in the game. You need to wrap up unless you want little Spanish Frankies running around. I'm not close to that possibility. I sent you a picture of those two big ass monsters I drank this morning, right? I've also had 22 liters of. I've heard Mountain Dew is actually quite nice. My kids are 5 and 6, and they don't pay attention to shit. And I'm more saying like, make it more engaging, cunt. But I didn't say it to her obviously because I don't want to piss her off. But how long before the UFC cuts Bo Nickel? I reckon if he loses three in a row, he's gone. And he could lose to Rodolfo Vieira on Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? What about identifying as white Park? I'm proud to be Lebanese Italian. Steam Deck or Switch 2? I've heard Switch 2 was a failure. Sass and Cal, if you want the range, you've got to get a Steam Deck. Steam Deck's taken over. They're getting PS exclusives now and Xbox exclusives. You've got to fuck with that. I would go with that. But I bought a Switch 2 and I'm very happy with it. I like the build quality. I like the screen size. I think it's more of a viable thing to carry around with you. Whereas the Steam Deck is not very reliable it's not very easy to carry around. I'll put it that way. Then you can visit Patagonia, for example, Trevelin. I will look into that. Thank you very much, Rocio Luque. I appreciate the advice. I will look into it. My sister went to Argentina last year and she's still talking about going back. So thank you very much for the advice. Bet Frankie is like a flashbang walking around. Yeah, it's bad, bro. I'm white as fuck. Or Villa Longostura. Interesting. Tiff, I have 19 and 7. Yeah, do they pay attention? Yeah, I knew you'd most likely miss it because of the time difference. What I will do though is go back and watch it and comment my ass off. I will watch it from beginning to end. Have you met any UFC fighters? I have. I met Colin Loughran. I met Conor McGregor briefly at Bellator Dublin. Who else have I met? That's probably about it in person. Yeah. Frankie, please don't put pressure. I mean, it'll be interesting just purely from it's your first time doing it. I think it will be exciting to see how somebody handles that. All I will say is, just be yourself. What is 5'7" in centimeters? It's about 173, 174 centimeters, I think. Yeah, the age range is really wide. You can't imagine the fighting. I would assume that because they're so far apart that they don't fight that much. Frankie, can you tell Antek your son is half Irish, half Chinese? Yeah, Antek knows everything about me. Antek's been here for 2 years. Could you do John Jones oblique kick at the force of a skate free speed glitch? That is very, very specific. I've never played skate free. I've heard it's wild. I had 2 Argentinian chicks, bro. They are horny as fuck. I've never seen someone like Latinas for real. Yeah, I've heard they're very passionate. I'll put it that way. But yeah, Tone K, just a reminder to get well. And Leandro, thanks very much for popping into the stream again. Little fool of a ting. I met John Jones and he tried to touch me. I fucking believe you, bro. I'm nervous, honestly. Tiff Tack, I only stopped getting nervous going live recently. And I was doing it for about a year and a half. I think what you've got to do is just obviously just be yourself and just prepare for horny trolls to come in. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. And just you seem like the kind of person who's very thick-skinned and doesn't take anything too seriously. And I think that will serve you well. As long as you take everything with a pinch of salt and just enjoy the experience. Because I'm sure people will have genuine questions for you and just want to get to know you. So just embrace that side of it. Because I tell you what, it really is a fun thing to do. And I think somebody with the kind of takes that you have you'll be able to grow a community very, very quickly. And you'll have the support of all of us. We're fully behind you. And I wish you the best of luck doing it. What I'll do is, how many hours are you thinking, Tif Tac? Because maybe I'll try and wake up for half an hour or 45 minutes or so and jump into the chat. I'll try and do that. And I think it will definitely go well. Shamas, where are you from, by the way? I don't know if you answered this question. I'm just curious. You got to check Buenos Aires in Argentina, big ass city. That's where my sister went. She said she had an amazing time. I figured because Buenos Aires is Buenos Aires the capital of Argentina. I'm not sure. I know. I've always thought it would be fun, especially with good friends here. And the thing is, yeah, it happened with Fight Fairy as well. When she first started out, yeah, she basically just got constantly trolled by like guys asking her stupid questions, like, sexually related questions. And as long as you keep batting it off and just stick to being yourself, eventually dudes will quit doing that shit. They'll quit simping, and you'll gain like a really good community. But yeah, I know this is something that I don't want to miss. At the very least, first thing I'll do when I pop on in the morning is I'll check it out and watch it while I'm on my way to work. But give it some time and don't give up on it. The first couple of videos, the first couple of interactions, it could go great, it could go badly, but one thing I will say, don't give up. Keep doing it. It takes a little while to kind of get like comfortable with it. And I'm still barely comfortable with it now. By the way, guys, if we could get to 100 votes on this fucking poll, I'd really appreciate it. I don't know if you guys appreciate having the polls in chat or not, because they can be a little bit distracting and a bit annoying to see. So make sure you dismiss them after you vote, and do remember to like the stream. I'd really appreciate it. I'm not sure how many we've got, but shout out to all of you guys. Tiff, just remember, for the first so many years of me chilling in MMA streams, everybody thought I was a dude. We did. We really did. And it wasn't because you've got like a female name, obviously, Crystal, but because of the way that you talk, we're like, God damn, that's not just a dude right there. That's that's a top dude. Do you know what I'm saying? Listen to Frankie. He's right. I am right. Build a Bob. Build a fucking Bob. Where have you been, bro? Build a Bob. I haven't seen you in here in months, you fucking deserting little cunt. How you doing, brother? You guys are honestly the reason why I'm willing to do it. It means a lot. I mean, the thing is, Ed, you have no idea how many channels have spawned off channels like this. So I've had loads of people who have, not loads, but I'd say a good dozen of people who have come in here and they've literally looked at me and gone, if this fucking cunt can do it, then I can too. And then they've done it themselves. And it's wonderful because they've gone on to have really good MMA channels that are way fucking better than mine. You look like Noel Gallagher. Ouch. Can we switch that up to Liam? That'd be better. Liam was the one who got all the bitches. Noel Gallagher looks like a fucking goblin, my friend. Dirty backhanded compliment that one was. I guess there's worse things than looking like Noel Gallagher. But you see the range I'm dealing with? It's like Elon Musk, fucking Lex Friedman, the guy from Twilight, and now Noel Gallagher, among countless others. Ellen Page as well is another one that I get quite a lot. I don't want to make it a big deal. I'm a licensed psychiatrist. I don't want any potential conflicts. That's a very good point. And the thing is, yeah, as long as you keep it kind of within that purview, because I'm sure there's people who would genuinely want your insights, just to get some just common advice and just to talk with somebody who's willing to, clients finding your page. So obviously, I mean, fairly well, this already. It doesn't have to be repeated. Like, just don't use names and faces and don't go into specifics, because people are going to want to know about your experiences. But as long as you stay clear from ethical reasons, you'll be fine. No, I meant Ellen Page, man. I meant literal Ellen Page. The Elliot Page happened after I got my first haircut. Liverpool mate are doing shit. Sick of watching those clowns. At least you're not a Newcastle fan, Builder Bob. I'm really confused right now. It's like we're doggying the fuck out of the Champions League, like pounding the fuck out of it. And then in the league, we can't beat Brentford and West Ham. It's enough to make me vomit, but I'm still very much Eddie Howe in. Without the Sand Dwellers, you would still be burning witches. Oh. I'm very appreciative to everyone. Well, do you get all the bitches? I wouldn't say all the bitches. I get some of the bitches, though, average Bishop. Some of them. I get my fair share. And if you think I'm lying, I don't care. Dick don't lie. That sounded really zesty. Can I take that one back? Let's cut that. Cut that. Cut that. How you doing, Machua? What's good, bro? And Machua, I need to know your take. This main event, bro. Who you got? Machua's been on the hot streak of hot streaks lately. Machua always disagrees with me, and he's always correct. Which says more about me than it does about Machua. I went to medical school, Roy. 4 years of college, 4 years of medical school, 4 years of residency. Shit. Bet you're a player, really. Not me, bro. In all seriousness, I've fucked around in the past, but I'm very, very well behaved these days. I guarantee you can drink milk. Irish have amazing lactose intolerance. We fucking don't, mate. I drink milk straight from the source. The best way to do it. Frankie, here is my petition for modship. I'm extremely racist and ban people that are different than me. I'm also a Rego spy. Why didn't you tell me sooner? In all fairness, yeah, like, you have been really consistent around here. It would be almost cruel not to at this point. By the way, Betty, I just want to clarify this. Betty, are you hang on, Betty, I'm just going to deal with this right now. Betty, I'm going to make you a managing moderator. Do with that what you will. Well, Roy said something rude. I just wanted to correct him before I leave. I'll see you guys later. Turn on your notifications. Tiff tack patty whack. I absolutely will. I'm going to open your channel now and keep it on just so we're ready to fly. I am so looking forward to this. If I was you, try and do a stream test as well. Shama, you had me at racist, mate. You had me at racist. I think Leon will lose this fight, fortunately. Oh, no, Betty, I made you a managing moderator, so I removed you from standard moderatorship, and you've been upgraded to managing moderator. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to keep it open. Vinnie Jones versus Margaret Thatcher. Fun war to the death. Who comes out alive? I think Vinnie Jones would be losing, and then he'd fucking nut her head off. WBB manages them all. You're not wrong, sir. How you doing, Pedro, man? Welcome back to the channel as always, man. You fucking legend. No, 12 years total, not 24 years. Yeah, the math was a little bit off on that one. One mod to rule them all. One mod to bind them. One mod to find them all, and in the darkness bind them. It's something like that. Being a Rego spy and racist is the best way to become a Frankie mod. How did you know that was the key to my heart? Yeah, I would do, Tiff, I would try and do like a testing stream beforehand, just like jump on without doing anything and see if it goes live and see if people can like chat. Because there's a chance here that people might not be able to chat in but I'm not sure. I guess you'll find out. Hopefully it won't be one of those ones where people can't chat, because that would really fucking be awful. If I was a mod, I'd go rogue, start timing myself out just so I feel a little bit naughty. Nat Farley, you are one of the funniest cunts in this community. You really are. We've got so many mods now; it's fucking out of control. Crystal, you are a managing mod as well, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Crystal's a managing moderator. Course you are. Course you are. Tiff, don't be nervous. I'm telling you, it's going to be great. If Islam loses and goes back down to 55, I think but this is the problem, Big Boss 1984. Great fucking name and great fucking year on our planet. I think the problem is if Islam Makhachev loses, Ilya's not going to give him a fight, because why would he? Why would you accept somebody coming off losing a title fight? Because then if you lose that fight, your legacy is fucking in the toilet. I don't think he would. I think if Makhachev loses, we never see him fight Ilya. This is looking like a Gilly chat. Oh, that is That is shocking. I'm watching Running Man till I fall asleep. The original Running Man is amazing. The new one is going to be absolute fucking dog shit, isn't it? They're going to ruin it. When is TIFF streaming? I think in about 3 or 4 hours. Frankie, can we talk about how disgusting the Japanese are? I don't want to say the word disgusting because I think that's a bit harsh. They are fucking weird, though. Japanese people are very weird. And their women are freaks. They just are. They're weird people. They're weird people. And they've got away with a lot of atrocities. But what a country. One of my favorite places I've ever visited. If not my favorite, it's not my ultimate favorite. It was amazing. It's the one holiday I will look back on. And I think where I felt like I was almost in a dream. If you haven't visited Japan, you really need to find the time to do so. It is sensational. We are 1 vote away from hitting 100 votes. And right now, Jack Della Maddalena is mogging it. Can you rate UFC 322? Maxim Wong, I honestly think it is the best card of the year. How's my favorite transgender YouTuber? How you doing? The one and only Nicole. You cunt. Like and subscribe. How you doing, Grey Dave? What's good, man? Grey Dave, I love the fact that you've been coming in here with the positive energy these days, man. John Dong! John Dong, how you doing, bro? I haven't seen you in a while. John Dong, I fucking love you, man. Hope you're having a good day. John Dong, you're in Japan right now, aren't you? It's funny that you said that because JDM beating Bilal already ruined Islam Ilya. So if JDM beats Islam, he's going to ruin Islam Ilya again. I think you're 100% right about that. I think the only way we get that fight is if they obviously both win their next fight. Frankie, are the sex cafes in Japan a reality? I'm going to be honest, I don't know anything about that because I went with the mother of my children, so I wasn't checking any of that shit. Who have you got for UFC? My brain says Islam, my heart says JDM. And my brain is effectively retard level. So we're going with the heart, boys. No, I'm in the US. Oops. Sorry, John Dong. Welcome back to the channel, though, man. Hope you're doing well. It's been a while since I've seen you in here. Ever since Starlink being launched, I was tempted to pay for that shit, and then I came to my senses. I don't trust anything Tesla produce. I want to go to Japan, though. Looks like because you've spoken about Japan in the past. Japan's sensational. It feels like another world. Like if you want to go somewhere and have a genuinely different experience, go to Japan. China isn't even that different from the rest of the world. It's very westernized now in a lot of ways. What did you do in Japan with the mother of your children? We went to Hokkaido, which we went in December, so it was like a fucking winter wonderland. It was absolutely beautiful. The whole place was covered in snow. We had the proper traditional Japanese experience, you know, sleeping on a bed that was on the floor, going into like just eating traditional Japanese food, and I mean real, visiting the volcanoes, stuff like that. It was just paradise. And then we went to Osaka, which feels like a really, really large, and I don't mean this as an insult, I mean it in the opposite way. It didn't feel like a city, it felt like a town, like a really large town. Clean, just beautiful. We went to a park that had like wild deers in it, and it was just unbelievable. I just enjoyed the fuck out of it. And she doesn't hate Japan. No, she actually really likes Japan, which for a Chinese person is quite interesting. Damn, till 322, I'm going to sober up. I'm going to get cocked. Do you mean coked or cocked? Be very careful with the way you're using those words at BN. Not that there's anything wrong with that. The mother of his children is Chinese. It's an instinct to hate Japan. She doesn't even hate Japan. Yeah, so I went to go and visit a volcano. Mount Fuji, I think it was. In fact, I don't even think it was Mount Fuji. It was an active volcano anyway, and it was fucking Dead Rising for Life. Dead Rising for Life. How you doing, bro? Welcome back to the channel. You inspired me to go back and play Dead Rising 2, and I regret all 10 minutes of it. So shout out to you, bro. You actually saw it twice. If everything in Japan was a shade larger, I'd consider moving there. The problem with Japan, yeah, is first of all, there is an issue with tight. If you're going to live in a Japanese city, you're going to have problems because Tokyo is the most condensed city in the world. But also, they have major issues with earthquakes and volcanoes. And that it is not a massive country. One big disaster and it's going to get wiped off the map. I'm just saying. There's always that fear for the Japanese. I sleep on the floor, but only because I'm afraid if I feel comfort, bad things will happen to my family. I'm not sure whether to take you seriously or not, mate. But shout out to you, you fucking goat. Will you play Silent Hill? Anna, I absolutely will. I still haven't played the Silent Hill remake, let alone Silent Hill F. I'm waiting for Silent Hill F to go down in price because I always do it. I buy new games for like maximum price and then I don't play them. And then I go back 6 months later to pick them up and they're like $30 and I just feel like a complete retard. But I am going to play the new Silent Hill because it is one of the best franchises out there. How you doing, Ron and Locke? Good to see you here, my bro. Nah, hell nah, no Diddy. I mean cooked. Thank fuck for that, bro. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that. Sleeping on the fourth floor sounds ridiculous. I've heard it's very good for your back and just your general, I don't know, like your general, what's the word? I've heard it centers you very well. I had a great night's sleep. It wasn't on the floor, but the mattress was on the floor. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't sleeping on fucking wooden boards or anything. I wish I could have seen Kowloon Walled City when it was around. Isn't Kowloon in Hong Kong? Or maybe I've got that wrong. Because Kowloon is definitely an area in Hong Kong. I want to challenge a master in Japan. A Japan I almost said a Japan of what? My brain is fucked today. I should have got some sleep before I went online. Backshot Chris Cyborg or go down on Kayla Harris. I'd go down on Kayla Harris. Thing is, Kayla Harris is a woman. Whereas with Chris Cyborg, she could have anything back there. Do you sleep belly down? I sleep on my side with a pillow tucked between my legs. I tell you guys way too much. I'm way too honest. It's in Hong Kong, yeah. Because I used to live in Shenzhen, which is like obviously right next to Hong Kong. But Kowloon sounded very familiar. How you doing, stanky farts, yet again? Naphtali, back shots all day. At least you don't get to look at the face. But you could go balls for balls. Do you know what I mean? Cyborg definitely has a tight snatch. Because I guarantee you nobody's hit that up. I sleep ass up, face down. I believe you, stanky farts. They filmed some of that Van Damme kickboxer movie there. Fucking hell, I did not know that. Frankie, why do Irish people call you a faggot? It's because the British erased your identity. That has a lot to do with it. You've been to Shenzhen. I remember you said you went to China. What did you think of Shenzhen and how long ago were you there? My son was born in Shenzhen. And his birth was fucking hilarious. The way they brought him out after he was born is some of the funniest shit ever. His dick dangling in front of the entire fucking waiting room. They did not give a fuck. Guangdong in general is wild. It is, man. That part of China is crazy. Have you ever been in the land down under? I haven't been to Australia. I really, really want to go as well. The problem is, yeah, I'm scared of your animals. I'm not going to even lie. I'm not going to pretend that I'm not. Because why do y'all call cigarettes fags? I don't even know where that comes from. And we don't really call them that anymore because we're all fucking woke now. Yeah, I meant to say master of what in Japan. I totally fumbled that. Cyborg has a firm set of gold balls back there for sure. The thing is with Cyborg, you'd go to whip her pants off and she'd have like a bigger dick than you and it would just be demeaning and emasculating. So that's why I wouldn't go there. He was there around 9 years ago. So I think the last time I was in Shenzhen was about 4 years ago, maybe 3.5 years ago. Did you mod Shama edits? I did. He made a very compelling case. He made a very, very compelling case. This is the last mod I'm fucking doing for a little while because it's getting out of control. Oh, I'm Batman's been a moderator for a little while. This is the last mod I'm doing for a little while because it's getting fucking out of control in here. But Ray's, to be fair to Ray's, he's been around for a while. If this turns out to be the end of my channel, then thank you all for subscribing. I appreciate having you here. Because one of my mods is definitely going to stab me right up the arsehole. Because I don't know who half you people are in real life. To keep it real. But for me, like I said, Part of the don't ever mod me. Yoda, what would you do with the responsibility if you ever got it? I'm just curious. You're modded now, Rays. Look next to your name. Jesse Z. Miller, you have come back a few times. I think for me, I kind of it's my way of rewarding loyalty. There's definitely not more mods than peeps. Hand job from Edward Scissorhands or blowjob of Dana White. Hand job from Edward Scissorhands. Because at least you can deny that there was no gay contact. Mod Royal Rumble, that's what we should have. We should have a mod off. My argument was compelling too, apparently. To be fair, you've been around for a while. And you gave me a hell of an argument yesterday, and I appreciate that. If you're here to troll, you're doing a very good job. I think, like I said, it's more because I think that, like I said, the reason why I'm willing to have so many mods is because I don't have memberships. I don't have ways of showing people, thank you for being here. Frankie, you can unmod me to even things out. Caravaggio, you've been here from day, mate. You have been here from day one. And it does help Westy out because he knows when there's a wrench next to somebody's name that they're a verified not cunt. 10-minute kissing a dude or 1-minute blowjob from a dude. Oh fuck. I'll take the blowjob. That sounds gayer, I know, but I would. I'd rather go in that direction. At least I could close my eyes. I have different accounts for that. Fair enough. Fair enough. I appreciate the honesty. I think there'll become a point when YouTube starts waking the fuck up and allows you to have memberships without fucking charging people, then we can review the modding situation. I might be a cunt. Mate, we all are. You're talking to one right now. Will you be streaming the upcoming UFC event? I believe I will be. I probably won't do the whole thing, but I'll be there. When I say not a cunt, I mean you're kind of cunt. It's not gay if you don't nut. But then what if I nutted? I definitely take the blowjob. Making out with a dude is just I just couldn't do it. Not that I could get a blowjob from a man either, but faced with those two perilous situations, I'd definitely take the blowjob. That would definitely feel way less gay for me. And 10 minutes is a fucking long time. Jesus, James. Oh my god, these philosophical questions are really getting to me. Why do I get these kind of questions? Is it because you know I'm going to answer them? Kissing men ain't even gay. How are you supposed to practice? Make it make sense. Yes, of course, the main card. The thing is, yeah, a lot of people stream. A lot of people do watch-alongs. And I find them to be very, very tricky just purely because whenever I watch a UFC card and I'm live streaming, I tend to forget watching the card and I focus on the chat. I thought we were going to talk about MMA. Bro, this is not my fault, big boss. Swear to God. But I do have a reputation for answering whatever questions come in here. It's part of my charm and my retardation. It's a hypothetical question. So Betty, what would you go with on that one? Would you go with the 1-minute blowjob or with the 10 minutes making out? I think I know the answer. Do the main card if you can. You can do it alone or with the guys. I'm thinking I might reach out to some of the boys and see what they're up to because this is the biggest card of the year. And it feels like because I'm going to be watching the card anyway until God knows fuck o'clock in the morning. So I might as well stream while I'm doing it. I've never asked Batman how old he is. This is actually, you have told me. I think what I'll probably do, Raze, is I'll jump on about an hour before the card starts and then just go. And then if I feel like I can carry on talking, then I will. If I get tired and bored, which will inevitably happen, then I'll fuck off. I'm going with Robocop against Kopylov. I think Kopylov is great, but Robocop is nasty. Reach out to you know who. I will do. I think he kind of likes doing his streams on his own though, his watch-alongs. And I wouldn't want to do a 7-hour watch-along with somebody I haven't had a conversation with before. I'd rather do a short one. Is it fair to say UFC 322 is better than 300? Nah, nothing tops UFC 300, but this is a fucking fantastic card. I'm a big fan of Whaley. I'm a big fan of Leon Edwards. I'm a big fan of both guys in the main event. I'm a big fan of Pepe Mariscal. There are fights all over this fucking card that are just sensational. Femboy, he likes Asians. So, Frankie, would you rather marry a femboy or a female Trump? It's horrible. It's horrible. It'd have to be the femboy. I'm not even fucking about. If it looked like Donald Trump but had a pussy, it would somehow be worse than somebody that looked like a woman that had a dick. And I'm just being honest. I don't care if you call me gay for that. I don't give a fuck. UFC 321 is better than UFC 322. You are out of your fucking mind, mate. UFC 321 was decent. Derek Lewis is 10 inches inside of you. If you move away, your wiener will get chopped off. What are you doing? Fucking hell, mate. That is a very specific. You've got a lot on your brain, mate. Two wrongs don't make a right. Getting your dick sucked ain't less gay. Dead is dead. You can't be deader. Well, I was asked for a specific choice, and that was the choice I made. I think getting your dick sucked for 1 minute by a man is less gay than making out of a guy for 10 minutes, in my opinion. Anyway, what was I saying? Why is Whaley never fighting? It's a lack of competition. She's literally wiped through the entire division. But she's got the biggest fight of her life this weekend, and I really hope Whaley wins because I think Whaley is one of the best female fighters, if not the best of all time. By the way, guys, we've just got to 113 votes, which is amazing. If we could get a little bit of up on the likes as well, that would be really appreciated. If we could get 50 likes on a Tuesday, that would be really decent work. I'm a big 321 hater. I meant 320 was actually really good. 320 was really good. Really good card. 321. So 322 is the best card of the year, though. It's stacked from top to bottom. Every fight on this card is fucking beautiful. Would you rather bang a man who was a woman or a woman who was a man? A man who was a woman. Wait, a man who was a woman because they were originally a woman. I think that's an easy question. And the dick wouldn't be real. I'd go with option A. But you're right, Nalidi Skies. I mean, two wrongs don't make a right. I mean, I'm fucked either way. But I could talk. I know myself here. I could talk my way out of the blowjob, of getting a blowjob for a minute. Whereas making out of a guy, I don't think I could ever chad my way out of that or like trick my mind out of that. All right, these questions are getting fucked up. I've encouraged this. It's my fault. I'm very, very sorry. Let's move on. Dan Hooker will KO Arman. You think so? I think Arman's going to fucking lay and pray on his ass. I think it's going to be a horrible fight. And Dan Hooker never has shit fights, but if anyone can make it a shit fight, it's Arman Sarukian. They are both gay, Keith, 100%. No one's denying that. There are some pee addicts here. There are. This is Whaley is low-key bad. Jesse, thank you for bringing that up. I said this earlier on in my stream and I got a little bit cooked for it. I think Whaley's kind of cute. I'd give her a few. I reckon she'd be a good little wifey as well. She seems really chill. Colby Covington, so handsome. Safest money 3-part filer. Is Whaley a femboy? No. Whaley doesn't have a penis. Whaley's a little bit muscly, but she's not. It's just about not tipping over the scale. She's got a feminine side to her, and she's kind of cute. I'd dick Whaley down, 100%. Hooker beats the shit out of. You really think that? What women's MMA fighter has the biggest strap on? 100% Cyborg. 100%, bro. I don't even think that's a woman. I want to see Israel versus Strickland too. I think they've got Strickland lined up for something else. I can't remember what it is. You have to answer my question. If your name was you and my name is me, who is stupid? Very clever. Fuck! Would you have Superman's powers, but with a 3-inch todger? 100%. 100%. With Superman's powers, yeah, you could make that 3-inch todger work. Whaley is a twink. You can be fucked in prison too. Answer question. I'm going to go me, you. I'm going to do both. Bro, Whaley is as big as man as Cyborg. No way, man. Whaley's kind of cute, man. That's slander. Do you know who else I really like as well? Stamp Fairtex. She's not conventionally very pretty or anything, but for some reason, no, Chooks, Valentina would fuck you in the ass, mate. Valentina looks like she looks like a Black Widow, in my opinion. But I can see, she's blonde. But if you really look at Valentina, yeah, she ain't it, bro. She's pretty buzz. I'm gonna keep it honest with you. She's not my type at all. First of all, I don't like white girls, but she looks very domineering. I think I can imagine her coming to bed with a strap on like every time, or she might not even need one. If one man can hold you down, two can make you have a really bad day. I shudder to think. It's not something that really, it's not something that really worries me too much, though. I'll be honest. I have a feeling this stream is going to get kicked off in a minute. Whaley is a Chinese transformer athlete. She's not, man. Whaley's kind of cute. You're hating right now if you really think that. Valentina is a dumb blonde. Do you know what really makes me nervous as well? It's the gun on the hip. It's the gun tattoo on the hip. That really makes me nervous. Valentina Shevchenko, 100% as fucked a dude in the ass. Frankie, you have so many mods. I know, David Panda. I know. It's my way of showing the community that I love them because I don't have members. The chat here causes ADHD, but honestly, variety is fun. I completely agree. This is what I love about this community. I think I've got the most diverse small community out there. Like Dougie's community is top notch as well. Dougie's Corner has an amazing community over there. Whaley is Megatron. Fuck it, Big Boss. No, she's not, bro. She's not. I mean, she looks a little bit like that with her hair short, but when she had long hair, she was definitely pipeable. And she looks like she's grown some of it back. So shout out. Valentina, real gangster. Whaley, real dude. I'm sorry, bro, but they are both as. If you're gonna call Whaley a dude, Frankie, do you believe in God? I believe in a creator because the word God for me always comes across as it's a bit too much of a. I don't know. It forces certain. What's the word? Connotations. Like a physical presence. I think it's very metaphysical. Diversity is our strength. It fucking is, man. Well, we're only willing to accept some diversity in here, not all. Macho, Valentina's not pretty, bro. What are you talking about? He is daced. We've established I'm apparently daced, and I don't want to get into this argue again. Black Betty, can you translate that? Tracy Cortez is pipeable. Tracy Cortez is more of a dude than Weili Zhang, mate. Have you heard her voice? Tracy Cortez fell from grace so hard, man. When I first clapped eyes on her, I was like, shit, that's a 7. Then we heard her talk. 4. She sounds like a fucking dude. And as I've said multiple times in the past, as soon as that fucking eyelash went flying off her face, she instantly became a 2. You can't convince me of anything else. Valentina is flexible. Do you know what? I'll give you that much. That's true. But so's Wei Li as well. I'm not joking yet. I would honestly rather pipe down Wei Li than Valentina all day long because I think at least I would get out of the Wei Li experience alive. I think Valentina would kill you and eat you afterwards. Does Wei Li have a dick? She doesn't have a dick, Betty. I'm like 70% sure. I'm like 70. Yeah, we do have an awful lot of mods. It's true. Be born with balls on your chin or Down syndrome. I guess you could remove the balls on your chin though. There's no one doing Downs. But I've heard Downs people have a lot of fun, you know? I've heard they're very happy in their lives. Tracy Cortez is rotten. She really is. She really is. She's gross. She's fucking gross, boys. uh, she is an absolute skank. Tracy Cortez is not only has she been piped down by what's his name, Brian Ortega, who clearly looks like he's had his dick in everything. I think the quality of dick you have in you should affect. I can't believe I just said that out loud, but you know what I'm saying. Tracy Cortez is fucked, mate. She's a 2. Mate, do you trade with Bitcoin? Do you have many? I don't fuck with cryptocurrencies, mate. I don't understand them. Nobody mixes with Pajit on purpose. Well, Antec, I do. Well, I don't know if Pajit is the right term. Does Pajit mean Indian, or is that a specific kind of Indian? I'm kind of ignorant to that kind of shit. Afghan Pashtuns and some groups in Pakistan and India are fire though. There's some very good looking women from that part of the world. There's no denying that. But when I was piping down an Indian back in the day, she was pretty hot. She was pretty hot. She was older than me as well. 100% Frank. Damaged goods is the term. That's what I meant. I don't know why I used the term good dick, because like that's not good in any context. But you knew what I was saying. Thank you for not jumping off the ship, mate. Thank you for defending me and setting me back on track. It's just a slur like the N-word. Oh, right. I'm not going to say that then. I don't really like racial slurs. I can be like, oh, I can say things about Indians that are a little bit cheeky and other people, but I don't like racial slurs. The best women in the world. Vignesh, so what makes you think the Indians are the best women in the world? Can you give me is Bodak on now? Is Bodak on now? Please tell me this is the case. Is Bodak live streaming right now? Or are you just shouting out Bodak Maxin? JVD, did you go on live the other day, by the way? JVD, if you're about on Saturday, mate, you need to jump on for UFC 322. I think we need your input. Oh, Pajit is a slur used for white women loving Indians. Is that right? That doesn't fucking add up at all. Coins of Wall Street. I've got a picture of it taken down. I'm gonna check it out. Mackenzie Dern is not hot, man. She's got a horse face. Give her a sugar cube. Yeah, I did go live. You were because I saw it pop up after the fact. It was about Formula One, right? I didn't know you were a Formula One fan, you cunt. Shout out to JVD Media. We've gone way overboard with the mods, haven't we? It's like a blue fucking sea out here. I'm not chumming it up with a child doxing druggie. Do you mean Geo? I didn't say Geo was going to be on. Say what you want, but Kayla has the cutest set of bollocks. I don't think Kayla Harrison is that butters. I mean, I definitely wouldn't fuck her, but she's got like a nice smile at least. She's not completely fucked, you know? She's not completely fucked. Anyway, boys, it's getting a bit late in the evening. I've stayed on longer than I was planning to. Batman, shout out to you. Shout out to everyone who pulled up tonight. I think we've almost hit 50 subs, which is great. It's pissing down like crazy. Not 50 subs, 50 likes. Frankie, a couple days Argenti was in a live. Did he? Nah, nothing happened. Me and him are cool. We're always fine. I'm going out with a bird, but I might jump on. Hit me up on WhatsApp. We'll get something sorted out. Even if you can jump on for just a little bit, that would be sweet. Dern got arse though. She does have arse, but she's also got a horse face. And I put faces number one. Vignesh, thank you back very much for turning up. Much love to all of the community once again. It's been another fucking 2 hours, man. Just zipped past, man. I'm fucking, you know, what do you call it? Frittering my life away with you guys. But I enjoy every second of it. Travis, thank you so much for turning up again. You absolute ledge. For those of you who come on at that time in the morning, I cannot say how much I appreciate you guys. And the Americans who come on early, because you guys are fucking goated as well. Catch you all later. Nat Farley, thank you very much for turning up as well. Do you wear overcoats? You asked me this before. Not really, nah. Nah, not really. I've got quite a good coat collection, to be fair. Oh, by overcoats, do you mean condoms or like literal overcoats? Just to clarify. Too bad Lando is going to be champ. Don't think so. Guys, have a great one. I really, really appreciate all of you. Much love to the entire community. Antec and Batman, it's good to see you guys have fucking not settled the beef, but you've put it on ice for now. I appreciate it. Guys, love you all. Can't say how appreciative I am of all of you. If you wouldn't mind liking the stream, please, before you head out, that would be really appreciated. Dern is a reverse centaur. That is fucking it. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. That is exactly what it fucking is. That is exactly what it is. You fucking nailed it. You fucking nailed it. Oh, fucking hell. I'm going to leave it at that. I can't top that. What's up, Frankie? I'm American. Alex K. Lovely to meet you, man. I'm really sorry to do this, bro, but it's like 10:30 at night for me. I've got work in the morning. Shout out to you, bro. I hope we'll see you again, Alex K. We've got plenty of really awesome Americans in here. I hope you'll subscribe and pull up at some point. We are an MMA channel, but we talk about so much bullshit in here. It's unbelievable. Hey, Frankie, how you holding up? My grandfather passed away, so I've been inactive from social media. Ash, I'm really sorry to hear that, man. I know that you mentioned he was really sick. Commiserations to you and your family. I hope they get they're doing okay in this difficult time. And I hope to catch you on the next one so that I can give you a proper message. I'm really sorry to hear that, man. God bless your family and everyone in your life. I hope you're okay. See you guys later. Thanks very much to the only one of me for shouting out and to reminding people to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. I may jump back on tomorrow, but it's very unlikely. More likely, it will be. Oh no, I don't wear those rays. Too heavy. Too heavy. I'm not really. I used to. I think. In fact, if we're talking about the same thing. Anyway, guys, much love. Thank you so much. I'll see you all on Thursday. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And again, appreciate to all of you for being up in here. Much love, guys. Peace. And Ash, shout me up later. Yeah, we'll have a chat.